step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, I tune to my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Very good morning, you incredibly wonderful human beings. Welcome to it. You are live with Expresso on a beautiful Thursday morning. My name is Graham Richards. It's so good to have you join us this morning. We're going to have a lot of fun today. It's a Tech Thursday here on Expresso, and we are taking things to a whole new level. And I mean, literally, we're going to level up with this episode. Grant Hines is going to be joining us. Of course, he's our gaming expert. He's brought along some of his toys, thanks to the ATK gang, and they've got some pretty cool toys at that. And we're about to play around, or at least start trying to play a round of Fortnite. There's a reason why millions and millions are playing it across the globe. We will find out, and bear in mind, we are all complete noobs. We are amateurs here. A few of us, I think, ever played it before, but we will do it because we really want to take you on. We are going to play a little bit of our own battle royale. We'll let you know how you guys can play against us next week in our very own Fortnite challenge. Are you up for it? I have a feeling you're going to dominate us, but just wait. Watch this space. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. I'm wondering if this gorgeous young thing has ever played Fortnite in her life. Jamie, good morning.
Good morning, G. Good morning, South Africa. I've never played Fortnite in my life, I do confess, but of course, it is all things tech and gaming in studio this morning. And we're actually asking you on our social media if you could choose any presenter that you would, play Fortnite with, and maybe which presenter you would actually tag team up with, and also why. Please do let us know. I mean, we've never played before. We would like to know, maybe you have more faith in us than we do ourselves. Maybe Kufle, maybe Tabiso, maybe the very competitive person, Mr. Cat over there. You let us know. Expresso Morning Show, SABC3. Of course, we are keeping you entertained, informed throughout the show. 3 hours of lockdown love and magic right here, Expresso Morning Show, SABC3. But right now, let's find out what's happening in and around the world with Cat.
Thanks very much, Jamie. It's just gone 2 minutes past 6 o'clock on this Thursday morning. Here's a first look at the news headlines. On the national news front, Tusong Field Hospital in Khayelitsha on the Cape Flats has closed after the last patient was discharged on Friday. The hospital was managed by Doctors Without Borders and had treated 241 patients since mid-June. 194 for COVID-19. There were also 23 virus-related deaths reported. Now, the equipment, including beds and oxygen tanks, will now be sent to KZN and the Eastern Cape, among others. Meanwhile, South Africa continues to see a drop in the number of new infections with an improved recovery rate of almost 76%. A new study conducted among 400 enterprises in South Africa shows that the shift to remote working during the past almost five months has led to improved productivity for 29% of them. The study, Remote Working in South Africa 2020, conducted by Worldwide Works for Cisco, also revealed that among companies that had rolled out digital transformation strategies prior to the pandemic, that figure leaped to a massive 70%. Cisco said many companies had the ability to work from home, but the COVID-19 crisis ultimately gave them that push to make digital transformation happen. On the international news front, more than 3,000 of the 4,000 tons of oil from the Japanese-owned ship that caused a huge oil spill off the coast of Mauritius have been pumped out, Prime Minister Pravind Jugnauth said last night. Now, the fuel has been transferred to the shore by helicopter and to another ship owned by the same Japanese firm, Nagashiki Shipping. The operation had been a race against time amid fears that the MV Wakashio would break up. However, more than 1,000 tons of oil has leaked into the waters near Mauritius, home to a world-renowned coral reef. American presidential candidate Joe Biden has chosen California Senator Kamala Harris to be his running mate, ending weeks of speculation of who it would be. Harris was one of the many Democrats who had initially tossed their hats into the ring for president before bowing out in December. Harris served as District Attorney of San Francisco and Attorney General of California before joining the Senate. Now, if Biden is elected in November, Harris will be America's first female, first black, and first Asian American vice president. More on this story in our entertainment news at 7 o'clock. And now news of a rare event in the Eastern Cape. Scientists, farmers, herders and veterinarians alike are astonished by the achievement of a mother goat at Santombe village in Mount Aleph in the Eastern Cape. Now she managed what scientists Nkululeko Ngiwei, or Nyegiwe rather, described as unique, giving birth to quintuplets. Now, Nyegiwe said it was the very first recorded case of quintuplets among goats. This event, amazing event, has attracted the attention of many animal researchers and veterinarians who wish to take specimens and investigate the genealogical history of the kids weighing between 1.16 and 2.18 kilograms. Goat herder Ntsoke Matibeli says he could not believe his eyes when he found her in the bushes with 5 babies. Now, he immediately called his boss, who was equally amazed. Farmer Nontutuzelo Dangisa, who owns more than 90 goats, says she has been fortunate as most of her goats have given birth to twins, but she says that the 5 kids was an absolute shocker. Goats have only 2 active teats, and as a result, mom has difficulty in feeding 5 hungry mouths, so a little help from humans is necessary in the form of supplementary bottle feeding. And finally, taking a quick glimpse into the world of entertainment, people in the creative arts industry have had to think out of the box to keep their projects alive and get them to the audiences that wish to see them. The team behind the musical treatment of the story of Princess Diana's life as a royal and her relationship with Prince Charles, titled Diana, has done just that. Now, it was originally set to open this year on the 31st of March in New York City, but as the COVID-19 pandemic had forced the theatre world shut, now the production will be filmed and released for streaming before opening on the 25th of May 2021 in New York's Longacre Theatre, with Jenna DeWall portraying Princess Diana, and the story follows as she is thrust into the world stage. Now, while the media is captivated by Diana, she struggles behind closed doors with a relationship that involves 3 people. Musical theatre lovers have long complained about how difficult it can be to see original productions in person, so perhaps this is a step in a new direction for Broadway musicals going forward. And that's it for the news at 6 o'clock. We'll have another report for you at 7 right now. Here's a first look at the sports headlines with Graham.
Thanks so much, Kat, and a very good morning once again from the newsroom. Let's kick it off with football this morning. Log leaders Kaizer Chiefs were held to a 1-1 draw against Bidvest Wits at the Orlando Stadium in the Premier Soccer League return last night. Forward Samir Nurkovic, he opened the scoring in the 36th minute rather, to give the Amakosi the lead before Cole Alexander equalised for the Clever Boys in the 89th minute to draw the encounter. So Chiefs do remain at the top of the standings with Wits in 5th place. Then staying with football news a little further afield, Paris Saint-Germain, they left it very late to beat Atalanta 2-1 to book their spot in the UEFA Champions League semi-finals. Atalanta opened the scoring early in the match and led at the break, but PSG's Marquinhos, he equalised in the 90th minute, and then teammate Eric Maxime Choupo-Moting, he scored the winner in injury time. There'll be one Champions League fixture to look out for tonight. That's RB Leipzig up against Atletico Madrid, and that one kicks off at 9 p.m. The winner of that encounter will then face PSG in the semi-finals in our shortened format. And then finally, on to boxing news. Boxing fans will need to wait just a little longer to see the return of former heavyweight champion Mike Tyson. The exhibition fight between Tyson and 4-division world champion Roy Jones Jr. has now been postponed to November after originally being scheduled for next month. The bout will now take place on the 28th of November over the Thanksgiving holiday weekend and broadcast on a pay-per-view channel, but I think people will pay to view that one. And that's where we leave our sport for now. Let's take our first look at the weather.
Thank you so much, G, for the sports update. Let's get into the first look at the weather. But first, we use this opportunity to engage with you by viewing the stunning sunrise pictures that you share with us in our social media from different parts of our country. This morning, we start off in Hammarsdale with Usanele Nele's picture of the golden rays stretching into the deep blue sky. 6 degrees starts off your day and will reach an afternoon temperature of 21 degrees. Shanice Gideon from Pietermaritzburg shared the sunrise picture of the sun filling the sky with shades of orange, red and pink. Your temperatures today range from 6 degrees to 22 degrees. Thank you so much, Sanette and Shanice, for your pictures. I hope that you will have a great day. Now, lightning is common during thunderstorms, but what about in seemingly clear blue skies? Experts call this occurrence a bolt from the blue. This is what Jonathan Moore saw when he was working in the Tampa area of Florida in the U.S., and a lightning bolt struck a nearby tree as if out of nowhere. The spectacular lightning bolt was caught on dash cam video, striking a palm tree out of blue skies with no rain in sight. According to the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, a bolt from the blue is a flash from the side of thunderstorm clouds that travels a relatively long distance in clear skies before striking the ground. But now we bring it back home with today's forecast. The South African Weather Service has advised of mostly cloudy to cold day on Thursday, with strong winds and high seas expected in some provinces. Starting off with Polokwane, who have no worry about strong winds at a maximum of 27 degrees. Bombela is way ahead of winter with a maximum temperature of 33 degrees. It's going to be a sunny day that side. Also in Pretoria at a maximum of 23 degrees. Johannesburg, 620 are your temperatures for the day. Mahikeng, you start off the morning at a low of 4, reaching a high of 25. Klerksdorp is below 0 at -1 this morning, but will reach an afternoon temperature of 21 degrees. Kimberley, 0.19, and Bloemfontein, -4 is the minimum temperature with a maximum of 18. Mostly sunny in Richards Bay at a low of 12 and a high of 24. Pietermaritzburg, 6.22. Durban, 11.24, down to the Eastern Cape Mthatha at 2 with a maximum of 21. And strong winds at 34 kilometers an hour in East London at a minimum temperature of 13 with a maximum of 19. Intermittent clouds for Port Elizabeth, 12.17. George, 6.17. Partly cloudy for Cape Town, the mother city, 12.16. And Worcester, 4 is your low, reaching a high of 17. And Sutherland, 0 to 12 degrees are your temperatures for the day. Abington, yours range from 1 degrees, reaching a high of 18. Now we'll have another look at the weather at the top of the hour. But for now, remember, whichever part of the country you're in, whatever the weather, make sure to have yourselves a feel-good kind of day.
Thanks very much for that, Kutle. It's definitely going to be a feel-good kind of day. We love Thursdays here on Expresso because it gives us a time to hang out with our friends in gaming, Grant Hines and Gareth Woods. And we have to admit, I mean, whether it's just a card game or the latest epic console adventure, there's a little gamer in all of us.
Completely.
Who's always been there, who's just waiting for their turn to come out and just shine on stage, right?
My boy got introduced to the console this last weekend, PlayStation. So now a whole new world. A whole new world. It's been opened up. So this is where we find ourselves, and we are sharing the following words from Jane McGonigal, okay, who's actually an American game designer, we found out, author and TED speaker. Sounds like the most phenomenal woman. She designs games that use mobile and digital technologies to turn everyday spaces into playing fields, and her games are made to improve real lives and solve real problems. And they're actually using games for city planning. It's amazing where gaming is being used, how powerfully, and she had these words.
Look at that book, How Games Make Life Better, and out of that, she said, a game is an opportunity to focus our energy with relentless optimism at something we're good at or getting better at and enjoy. In other words, gameplay is the direct emotional opposite of depression. That is,
please,
that is so true.
If you're like a 14-year-old kid who is struggling with getting your Fortnite hours in because your parents are like, no, you need to be doing something else, remember that quote. Just give them that quote.
You know, there are
so many benefits, and of course, we're going to be put through our paces. We're going to be learning to play Fortnite, and then in a week's time, we'll take you on. So I hope you're ready. to you. Oh, that little ditty better put a smile on your dial because it's your birthday. Hopefully you are celebrating a wonderful day already. But let's find out who you are celebrating your birthday with today. So this young gent is having a special day. The Romanian-American actor Sebastian Stan. For cue though.
Hi.
Oh, hey.
Okay.
3 years, of course, Stan portrayed the recurring role of Carter Bajan on the teen drama Gossip Girl. That I didn't know. I knew him from where, and this is I think where he gained major recognition was as Bucky Barnes, the Winter Soldier in Captain America, the First Avenger, and of course he's played the role throughout all of the Avengers movies, and he will be playing Lee Bodecker in an upcoming American thriller film called The Devil All the Time, which will be released on the 16th of September. So if you dig the guy, as
Which
Jamie does,
everyone out there should dig him, because look at that
check him out.
face.
But he seems like a cool guy, so we wish him a happy birthday.
And we have more cool people to celebrate today. We actually have a video that was sent through to Grace Ndawule, and this was sent by her mom Susan and cousin Aviwe Ndawule. Let's check it out.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gracie. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! How old are you? 11. Woo!
Future beauty queen there.
I wish
for
you
sure.
could meet the person, like the hype girl at the back.
Yeah,
How old are you? 11. Like
What,
she was the
what?
one. She was the plug.
Very, very cute. I like her whole birthday float. She needs to be on a float, like with her own parade. Absolutely awesome. And happy birthday, young lady. Let's see who else is celebrating their birthday today. Sitle, I think, is having a great day. Wishing you many happy returns on this day. May God bless you with health, wealth, and prosperity in your life. Happy birthday, and it's coming to you from your friend Sitle. Then Junaid's also having his birthday. Happy 21st birthday to my baby brother. He's not a baby anymore. Junaid, happy birthday. For this is your special day, and we pray that God blesses you in the years that lie ahead. May your cup be filled with lots of love, joy, and happiness. Stay the awesome brother that you are, and a great uncle to Nahum and Eli. That's from Sammy, Nico, Nahum, and Eli himself.
And then Caden, a happy first birthday to my nephew Caden Stando, wishing you a splendid barnyard birthday today. And this is from your auntie Mandy and uncle Shane on your, look at that face. And then Umar, Mubarak on your first birthday, Umar. May Allah's richest blessings be upon you, inshallah, ameen. From your mom Nazma, love you to the moon and back.
Some cutie pies today. Then a happy birthday to our greatest cheerleader, Bernie. Happy birthday, Bernie. Our birthday wish for you is excellent health, many more blessings, and everything your heart desires. We love you to the moon and back. And that's from Vuvu, Azania, and the rest of the family. And then I'd like to wish my beautiful daughter, Michelle Cassidy Hendricks, a happy 18th birthday, another big milestone birthday. May God bless you more. You'll always be my baby girl. And that's coming to you from your mom, your dad, and brother, Danian.
And then Lisebe, happy 5th birthday to Lisebe. We thank God for blessing us with such a wonderful, loving boy. You are the best thing that has ever happened to us. You are truly loved by us all, Sebs. Love from your family. And then Tumi's also celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday to a special lady, Tumi Nklaba. May your birthday and your life be as wonderful as you are. Enjoy from all your friends on your special day
I like
today.
all the friends sending dedications today. That's so cool.
Yeah, the friends.
And if you're going to do it, please send through a video. We want to see you singing. You can WhatsApp us a video 0716406551, or you can email those birthday wishes to birthdays@cordova.tv. But please give us 24 hours lead time so we can get there on time.
And I also heard you sing earlier on A Whole New World. Sing again.
Whole new. Do you know what's a whole new world? Avocado cheesecake.
Ooh.
Is it such a thing? Could it be such a thing? That's definitely a whole new world. Look at that. Wow.
Oh my goodness, G singing is my favorite thing on the show, to be very honest with you. He just randomly burst out in song lyrics. But hey, as much as we are celebrating birthdays this morning, there's one thing that is required in any birthday celebration or party, and that's cake.
Absolutely.
Definitely cake, and that's what we are making this morning in the kitchen. You can see me standing up on my feet because I'm going to get into it this morning with Jenny. So we have been encouraging you to become very adventurous with avocados over the past few months and see no reason why we should stop now. Now, as South Africans, we traditionally enjoy our avos as a savory meal, but you'll be pleasantly surprised at how delicious this fruit is as a sweet dish. Today we are introducing you to the avocado cheesecake and promise that once you have tried this, there will be no going back. I've never had avo on cake, so I'm really excited. So what are we going to start?
Well, darling, you're going to love. Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of an educational as we go along.
Please.
This one is Has, as in bass, not Haas, as in rabbit or guaja. Okay, this, guaja. This is a Has, and this one is a Fuerte, which is delicious. You get the dark skin one and the green skin one, and they are beautiful, equally sweet and savory. You can make a chocolate mousse with it, but today we're making a delicious, and as I talk, you're going to help your mama here. So get that
ready.
butter into your crumbs.
Okay,
so
this one.
We're going to just make a nice little jelly powder base.
I don't want to mess up, Jenny. Please, can you just direct me?
I'm
just throwing it in.
Throw it in,
All
my
right.
love. That's it. And then give it a good stir with your spatula.
With my spatula. You said you're going to show me a little
no, this
trick
is
on
a
how to...
ladle. Oh, I'm giving you cooking lessons later. That's your spatula. Mix, sister.
Okay, so on today's episode of Cooking with Jenny Morris on Expresso Morning Show, we're learning about the different utensils you find in the kitchen, everybody.
Okay, so this is very, very simple. It's very easy. It's almost like painting by numbers. I'm using the Has because the Has is so beautifully creamy. It's got a lovely, lovely texture. And you know what the exciting thing is? Avos are available all the way through to November. So you can be making all these sweet treats beautifully. This even freezes well, so if you want to sort of freeze some up for later, so you can have cheesecake, guaranteed in summer, you're guaranteed to have these beautiful Has avos. Right, now some cream cheese, some lemon juice. The lemon juice will also prevent the avo from changing color. Just loosen it up a little bit. Oh, look at that. Okay, sweetheart, now you throw those crumbs into your...
I'm throwing in my crumbs.
There you go. This is nice and creamy. This has a life of its own. I like that. It's like a woman. It's very unpredictable. It's just
very unpredictable.
All on the counter. Now, in with your lemon-flavored jelly powder.
Does this also add to the flavor or just the preservation of the avo?
The avo and lemon are a delicious combination, so it just makes sense to do that. And the fresh lemon juice is going to stop it from oxidizing. Because if you have a look at that, remember it's got a 12-hour in the fridge.
Oh,
yes.
There's a time period.
Yes. So 12 hours in the fridge. And the color is beautifully preserved, and we go in with our gorgeous avo, and then just mix it all together so it's well incorporated, and then we just pour it into our base.
We're going to be pouring it into...
Yes, now I'm going to give you a little tip. Take this,
okay.
Take this, and you use the ladle just to press it down nicely.
Like this. So you said this morning we used bass, right?
Yes.
Bass.
Has. Say has.
Has.
Like in bass.
Like in bass.
You got it, girl.
Has like in bass. Now, on the topic of names, did you know that an avocado is simply an avocado? That's it. It's not an avocado pear. The pear is just a reference to probably, you know, the shape of the avo. It's shaped like a pear, but it's in no way related to a pear. In fact, an avo is actually part of the berry family.
It is very, very nice.
It's very, very nice. I had no idea, Jenny.
Yeah, it's amazing how certain fruits and vegetables are related, you know, to other species. But yes, it's the most surprising thing, and we call it an avocado pear, but actually it's the shape.
It's just the shape.
The shape, yeah. So avo, it's add an avo, darling. Add an avo all year round.
Everywhere. Face mask, avo, eat, dessert, avo. Am I doing it correctly?
You have done it so well. You've done it beautifully. bring it to me, and while you are doing that, whoopsie daisy, I am going to just go, look at this. Just look at that. Oh my heaven. And this recipe is available for anybody.
Available on our website, expressoshow.com. The creaminess.
Oh my God, look at this color.
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
Yes.
And if you have a little extra, I'm pretty sure you can just eat it straight out of the bowl.
Oh no, absolutely. One does this. And it's got no egg in it, so it's very safe to eat it straight and lick that bowl.
That was relatively easy and very quick to make.
Trust me, you know what? We overcomplicate and we over-engineer things. This is easy peasy. Done,
Easy
dusted,
peasy.
into the fridge, 12 hours,
12
and
hours.
then voila. You just...
There's the final
Exactly.
product. Oh, so
Exactly.
delicious. Thank you so much for showing us how to achieve this incredible Avo cheesecake. Now, try this recipe because we promise you that it will change the way you look at cheesecake and Avos forever. For more delicious, or rather Avolicious recipes, visit avocado.co.za, like at I Love Avocado SA on Facebook, and follow at I Love Avos SA on Instagram. But whatever you do, as Jenny Morris has said, add Avo in every single thing that you do.
Add an Avo, nurtured in South Africa.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Happy Thursday to you. Thanks for joining us at the start of a brand new day. I sound like I'm running my mouth off right now because we're talking about running. And of course, there's something that is very accessible as a form of exercise for most people out there. You don't even need a gym. And Grant Hines is here in studio this morning to share some of the most innovative, coolest running tech that you can invest in, because as they say, summer bodies are made in winter, right? So get yours now while stocks last.
Well, I was really excited when lockdown level 4 hit and we could run.
Right?
Like,
Oh, man.
like, running is one of those things. It's just my meditation. It's
Yeah.
just my happy space.
Yeah.
And as a tech head, you know, I love
Being
my
able to-
technology. There's a way to kind of bring it all together.
Yeah.
So I brought in a bunch of tech that I use like regularly, which is really cool.
And I know that one thing that you were very excited about, in fact, I was raving more about your hair because you got new hair.
Oh, I do. I do.
You do, which looks very cool. But the thing that you were raving about were running shoes. Like that's,
Yes.
that's like part of your new obsession, right?
Yeah, so I've got, I'm actually wearing them now. So you can
yeah?
see, they're brighter than my hair right now.
It's like topsy-turvy town.
But running shoes are becoming more about what the data that is being collected. Look at them.
Yeah.
It's super, super bright. So
Okay.
these ones are called the Hobbers, and what they've got inside them is they've got a Bluetooth chip. that measures your activity, your running activity. Of course, the most obvious thing is that it measures the distance you travel.
Yes.
But a lot of that technology exists in other things that I'm going to be showing you today.
Okay, cool.
One of the most important things that the Hover does is that it measures your stance and remember the cadence and the way you run. Remember, that is really important. If you have the wrong posture or the wrong form, you can injure yourself quite badly.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
Often with exercise, we can't really afford like a personal trainer, or you can't necessarily afford somebody to come with you on every single run, somebody that studied the stuff or was professional with this stuff. So to have a device with you that's constantly monitoring your posture, like the Hovers, and give you that information and feedback will help you improve your posture so that you are fitter for longer, prevent injuries like knee injuries and back injuries, and then also just keep you running for longer, which is really important.
Man, that's a lot of tech in a shoe.
Right? So that's
Back to the future.
So that's extremely important. I don't go anywhere without my watch. So this is my active watch, and what happens is,
and it's constantly charged.
It's constantly charged. Every single morning, every night, I charge it. But one of the highlights of this particular device is that a lot of smartwatches are coming out with hard drives inside of them. So you can use your favorite music service and download music. Like you can, I have a running playlist and then download that playlist directly to the device. Right? Yeah. And then I use, these are earbuds, like the buds that I use. These are wireless. They use Bluetooth technology, a lot of Bluetooth technology. And you can connect directly to, here's my Expresso alarm to wake me up in the morning. Then I can use my watch to connect directly to my headphones and leave my cell phone at home or leave it in the car.
Okay.
So you want to make sure that you are running as light as you can.
That's true.
And that you're not getting notifications. That's why I call it my meditation time. No one can get hold of me when I'm running.
And then of course with that and the connection with the shoes, you're able to then get the distance and the mapping and the route, because sometimes you like to have a favorite route that you run for particular reasons, and you want to remember what that route is.
You want to have, I remember the route, but the data that's been collected about that route, I want to see improvement. Especially over a period of time. Not necessarily every single run, but over a period of time. And the more data I have on that, the better. So the watch is doing that. So to activate a run, I'm glad that you mentioned that. I literally just have it to set on the right swipe over here. So I swipe right on my watch. And then there's running or cycling or swimming, so there's a lot of different activities.
Or hiking, or
You can add, you can add. But I obviously have run. There we go. It's ready. No, sorry, watch. I'm not running right now. Thinks I'm running, but I'm not.
To count you down.
So why are you standing still? And then when you finish your run, you can finish your workout, and it will log it into your health app on your device.
And some smartwatches I know are kind of like in tune enough that if you start moving very differently from, let's say, a walking pace to walking faster, it can recognize that you are now doing that form of exercise and just immediately log it on for you automatically.
It can, but I like to get as accurate as possible. I like data, so I like to have it as accurate as possible.
All right, cool.
So that's probably one of my favorite things to run, and why it makes my running feel like such a great thing. Also, it's safer to run without your device if you can. But not everybody can afford all of this technology. Some people have wired headphones, and I know a lot of people out there going like, I'm not buying wireless headphones. I get you. I understand. So one of the things, the cheapest things you can get is a running belt. I didn't know about these until I did some hardcore research. They're made of like a neoprene or an elastic. It's not like quite high tech, but you can stretch it out and fit in a
phone could fit.
A phone could fit in here, but as you can see, look how high, like wide it stretches. And then I've just put my phone in the other way around so that it's not by the zipper, so it protects the screen. And then you can zip this and then hide this quite comfortably underneath your clothes or as a belt underneath your running stuff. And then you can just use your headphones and then obviously use the inline controller to do it. So this is a cheap way to be able to use the your existing phone as a running device with music, and also you want to keep your phone with you if you don't have another device that's measuring your distance or your posture, because you want to have that data, and the phone is constantly measuring with the accelerometer and the gyroscope. It's measuring how far you go and logging that stuff. If some medical health people encourage you to log that stuff so that you get points or whatever,
there we go.
And that's how you do it legitimately, is with the phone to do that. So
wonderful stuff, man.
Way to do it.
Wow. Okay, new ways of enjoying running out there. Thanks to Grant, of course, as always. But of course, stay with us because we'll be reviewing one of the biggest games currently out. But for now, let's head on over to our fitness expert, Ryle, who's showing Kuhle a thing or two about working those abs.
Yeah, you're still locked in. It's your feel-good breakfast show. It's Expresso show, and we're on SABC3. And of course, it's no secret that for decades, many people have struggled to lose belly fat. And now this midsection is one of the most difficult areas on the body when it comes to getting fit and in shape. And the best way to tackle that extra fat around the stomach is following a healthy lifestyle, which includes a good diet and exercise. And if you're looking to get rid of that body fat and sculpt those abs, then this is the perfect workout for you. And I'm joined by the ever so beautiful Kukle Adams. Yeah. How are you doing this morning, Kukle? You ready?
I'm ready. Cool. I mean, this is one thing that I think I'm only starting to struggle with now, because from my younger years, I've never really had issues with my body or how it looks. But now, as I'm growing older, some parts are falling apart.
I feel you, and I think everybody else out there watching that is of an older age maybe is definitely feeling it too. I think as youngsters, we can get away with so much, but as we get older, we need to deal with so much more, and we struggle to deal with the food that we put into our bodies. So we're starting off by getting rid of all the damage that we did, and we're going to start off with a warm-up. We're hitting the core today, we're nailing it, we're getting it shredded, we're getting it strong, we're getting it fit and stabilized. But before we do, of course, it's still nice and cold. We're still kind of in that winter feel, so let's get warmed up. And what we're going to do is start off with a little bit of a dance running movement that activates the core. We practiced it earlier, so let's show everybody. We're starting with a nice run. We're going to keep those legs nice and high and suspended, and you're moving your arms at the same time. And what you really want to focus on now is just having some fun with this, getting nice and warm, taking your time until you slowly start to glow in that skin. You start to break down a little bit of a sweat, and about 30 seconds to a minute into it, you should be ready, you should be warm, then you should have your core nice and activated. All right, Kukle, how are you feeling over there?
I'm feeling all ready, all pumped up.
Yeah, warm-up is done, so let us get on the ground now. We're going to do the dirty work, and for everybody else out there, let's sit on our behinds and start this thing up. So all you need for today's session when it comes to core is something like this. It's a bottle that we're going to put in front of our feet. If you don't have a bottle, get a can, get a book, or anything that's just going to be a reference point. And this is what we're going to be using as our obstacle for the day to ensure that we engage this core to get the work done. All right, so what we're going to do is actually start off, we would normally be lying on our backs, but I think just because of the fact that we want to start off with this journey, let's support our upper bodies instead. All right, so you're going to have your upper body supported with you by your arms. You really want to still have a nice good posture, okay? So what that means is you want to keep your core engaged. Engaging the core also means, guys, if anybody out there is listening and paying attention or confused how you engage your core, you want to draw your navel towards your spine, really sucking it in and keeping it hard at the same time. And that means you've got good core engagement. And now what we're going to do, Kukle Adams, you're going to have your feet pointing out or up into the sky. Have them together, and what you want to do is get your feet to go over the bottle. All right, so having that core engaged, I'm going to bring my feet to the left hand side and then try bring it straight over the bottle, all the way over and over to the other side. There you go. And especially when you're going down, try control it. Try not drop your legs too much onto the ground, and really slow down when you're restarting this movement. Where are you feeling the pain there?
Definitely my core and my legs. I think the most difficult part is gradually landing them to the ground.
Yes, and that's going to make such a massive difference. Instead of us just throwing our feet on the ground, landing quite aggressively and plonking it down, including that control and that eccentric load is really going to give you that core stimulation. You're going to feel the burn, and I'm sure you're also feeling a little bit of stimulation in those quads, and that's that hip flexor coming into play, which is connected all the way through across that hip into that core region, and that's that perfect movement that's going to allow you to lift your legs in a sprint and become more active. We're going to take the same movement now and make it a little bit more interesting. So what we're going to do, we were moving over the bottle, now we're going to go in and out. So you'll see my feet on the right hand side of the bottle. I'm going to bring it towards my chest, keeping it in the air, and then pushing it over to the left hand side of the bottle, keeping it up in the air, suspended. Don't touch the ground if you can, keeping it nice and tense. You'll start shaking a little bit, you'll feel the pain, and then we're going to bring it straight over to the other side of the bottle, and you're going to repeat this, Kukle Adams, for 12 reps in total. Each of these exercises is 12 reps. You're almost there. Keep pushing, all done. And then you guys can relax after the 12 reps, and I'm sure you're feeling it deep down in the core, in the legs as well. And this is exactly what I was talking about, guys. The connection of the core, it's not just the abs, but it's how it associates with all the other extremities of the body. So you see how we're working the legs, but the core is so important in order to make that movement precise and controlled. How are you feeling?
I am feeling extremely tired. It's like I underestimated how hectic these exercises are.
Yeah, and the older we get, quickly the harder it becomes. So it's the best idea to start right now. It doesn't matter what age you are. Tomorrow, you will be bigger than the day before, right? So finishing off now. So what you're going to do is, if you can, keep your body suspended. This one's a little bit harder. We're not using our hands anymore, but what we are going to do is have our feet on either sides of the bottle, and we're going to get our elbow to touch our knee while suspended. So right elbow, left knee. See if you can do that. If it's too much of a struggle, you can keep your legs on the ground, but try and keep them in the air for now. Touching it. Oh, that is beautiful stuff. Kukla Adams in the building. Yeah! I'm feeling those ab gains already. Look at that. And of course, guys, you want to go again for 12 reps in total. That's 6 each side. And if you're struggling with this one, Kukla, I want you to try the following for me. If that is a little bit too hard for you, keep your feet on the ground once again and let you just bring your elbows towards your knees. So don't go all the way down, so keep your legs on the ground.
Oh, like this.
Yes, there you go. Keeping that core engaged. Beautiful form.
By keeping the core engaged, I'm sucking in my belly button.
Yes. That is it, guys. That is the perfect setup for you to get your core engaged, to get it shredded, and to get magazine ready. Kukle, I know you enjoyed that one. I know you're feeling like you're glowing. You're looking so much stronger since the last time I worked out with you as well, girl. Yeah, I must
my
say so.
goodness, I appreciate that, Ryan, on saying thanks to you and all the exercises that you've been putting us on here on the show. I mean, as much as it's so difficult for us to do them on the spot, but you've taught us that practice makes perfect and that you need to commit to your workouts every day.
Oh, she couldn't have said it any better. So keep practicing, keep enjoying the magic, and of course, we'll catch up with you soon. Enjoy.
You only have one skin. Nourish it and wear it bravely.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yes, it is your feel-good breakfast show. Welcome back to it, and we're about to have some fun because we know every day our news feeds are swamped with headlines coming in from all over the globe, and sometimes it's really hard to tell what is real and what is not. So it's time to put our panel to the test with a round of fake news. And it's a very special Women's Month edition of Fake News that sees Kutle Adams pitted up against Jamie Lee Domberg. They are our panelists this morning. Ladies, are you ready?
Yes.
Can you tell the real from the fake?
Ooh, 100%.
Will you get the picture? That's another reference to something else. All right, so as it works, I read you two headlines. One is real, one is fake. I need you guys to tell me which is fake. Are you ready?
Yes.
Here we go. We're getting reports today from our reporter, Itumeleng. Oh, Itumeleng. Wow, thank you for that story. Yes, a man gets paid $10,000 to be the official wizard of his city. Oh, Itumeleng, another story has just come in. 1 in 8 European women are certified witches. Which is fake, which is real.
I feel like the first one is real. Someone got paid 10,000, and I feel like the second one is fake.
I feel like the second one is real. They're certified.
That 1 in 8 women in Europe are certified witches.
Okay, actually, no. Now
I was just asking for confirmation.
You were explaining, now that you've
I was just asking for confirmation.
On the headline.
Stick with your answer.
Okay, fine. I'll stick to my answer. I said what I said, period.
All right. Well, if you thought wizards and witches only existed in the world of science fiction and Harry Potter, then you'll be pleasantly surprised because an 87-year-old man does indeed get paid $10,000 a year to be the official wizard of his city, Christchurch in New Zealand, if you're looking for specifics. And he is nearing the age of 90, and apparently he's actively looking for his successor. So if wizardry and witchery are your kind of calling, hey, head on over to New Zealand. You know where to find them. That's him over there.
I'm moving today.
You're going to
New Zealand.
Oh wait, Itumeleng has brought us another story. A 103-year-old woman gets first tattoo to cross it off her bucket list. Itumeleng, say what? Yes, another story. Taylor Swift superfan gets her face tattooed on every part of his body, which is real, which is fake. Kutle?
The second one could be real because they are super fans, but I'm going to go with the tattoo grandmama.
It's fake.
Grandma.
True. Tattoo grandmama
real?
is real, and the fake one is Taylor Swift's fan on every part of their body.
What do you say, Jamie Lee?
I'm going to go opposite. I'm going to say that the super fan is true.
It's true. So the grandma's fake.
It's fake.
Well, Dorothy Polak, who turned 103 years old in June, did in fact get tatted. Her granddaughter explains that she was feeling quite depressed during lockdown and wanted to get out and finally cross it off her bucket list. And so, first stop to the tattoo parlor and to get a tattoo of her most favorite thing in the world, more than burgers and beers. Guess what she likes? She loves them frogs. She loves the little ribbit pond. But
now what's going to happen when she turns 104? That's
it's going to turn into a prince. That's what's going to happen. All right, Itumeleng, another story is coming. Thank you very much. A little girl has tea parties with her 16-foot python. Another story. Oh, Itumeleng, thank you very much. It turns out snakes are actually friendlier than dogs when you give them a chance. Which is real, which is fake.
The first one is true because I actually saw the video. I don't know if it is a real video, but I saw the video, so this is probably where this comes in. But the first one is real. She has tea parties with her python snakey, and the other one is fake.
Python snakey.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I've encountered snakes, so the second one is not real, and the first one has to be real because the second one is not real.
Okay, by process of elimination.
Yes.
Okay, well, the truth is that just when you think you've seen it all, this little girl does in fact hang out with her 16-foot python, and yes, you have to see it to believe it. Look at that video footage. Chilling stuff. Makes your skin crawl. The little girl's father explains that Sher, which is the girl's name, not the python's name, has grown up together with her little snake and they never play unsupervised. Thanks, Dad. That's really great on your part. But the python is completely tame, apparently, and Sher adores her, despite the fact that the snake is double her size and too big to even hold and could probably swallow her whole. Thanks, Dad.
What? Why?
Would you let your child play with a python? Okay, let's be fair, guys. She has grown up with the python.
Regardless, and if he's hungry one day, who's he going to go for first?
If he's hungry, then obviously Sher speaks parcel mouth, and when the snake goes,
don't eat me. We've been playing tea parties forever.
We grew up together. Treats.
No.
Anyway, well, there you have it from the wild, wacky, and damn right weird around the world. See you for another round next time of Fake News. Thank you, Itumeleng. You've been amazing. Thank you. Thank you.
Some world-breaking news in right now. A giraffe in Australia by the name of Forrest has recently broken the Guinness World Record for the tallest giraffe, measuring at a whopping 5.7 meters. The 12-year-old giraffe is a resident at the Australia Zoo in Queensland, and Kat Hansen, an Africa keeper at the Australia Zoo, who's also been working with Forrest for almost 10 years now, so I'm sure shares an incredible bond, joins us to tell us more about this record-breaking giant. And he looks like a genuine gentle giant. Kat, a very good morning.
Hello, how are you?
All the better for seeing this amazing, very tall gent stood beside you. I've got to ask straight off the bat, how tall do male adult giraffes generally grow? And just how unique is it for a gent to grow this tall as Forrest has?
So males generally reach around the 5.5 metres range. So Forrest here being over 5.7 metres makes him very unique and in fact the world's tallest living giraffe.
At what point did you decide, okay, let's get him measured? We think that he's standing head and shoulders above the rest. At what point did you decide to contact the Guinness World Record Department and actually make it official?
We had lots of people coming to the zoo and they couldn't believe how tall he actually was. So even when you meet other giraffes and you come by and you see Forrest, you can definitely tell he stands towers above the rest. So we thought we'll give it a shot and just see what his measurement actually is. It's quite a difficult process. You think it's quite easy, but encouraging Forrest here to stand perfectly still and nice and tall in one area with cameras rolling and a measuring device next to him, it can become quite difficult.
You know, it's not like he's a small guy to be able to marshal around anyway. I understand that you have to even come up with special measuring devices to be able to actually get the job done.
We actually used a lot of different techniques just to find out what was best for Forrest. We ended up coming a measuring pole. So getting him to come and stand next to a measuring pole and putting his favourite treats beside the highest measurement is how we got the measurement with him.
Who came up with the name Forrest?
He actually was born down at Auckland Zoo in New Zealand and they actually came up with the name originally. It very much suits him though.
I have visions of people screaming, "Run, Forrest, run." He looks like such a beautiful, well-natured boy. But I think on the flip side of that coin, obviously some very unfortunate news is that giraffes are now recognized as vulnerable by the International Union for Conservation of Nature. How do you hope that Forrest, who's now become the spokesperson, if you will, he'll draw more attention to the current plight of giraffes?
Definitely. Any attention that we can bring to giraffes and their conservation needs is vital for their survival. Giraffes are actually facing a silent extinction with a 40% decline in the last 30 years. So people coming and meeting Forrest on a daily basis, they can actually fall in love with him just as much as we do and help want to conserve them out in the wild. But also money from Giraffe Encounters goes back into Wildlife Warriors. And here at Australia Zoo, we help support the black mambas down in South Africa, which are helping giraffe in the wild as well.
No, we've reported on the incredible work that they are doing, and this isn't the first time we've connected with you guys as well, so thank you so much for your efforts on the other side of the world. It is really, really encouraging to see a story like this for us during quite dark times, admittedly, at the moment, so thank you so much, and please give him an extra carrot just from his South African fans, if you can.
Will do. He definitely loves his carrot treats.
Thank you so much, Kat. I think we couldn't possibly end this conversation without talking about the legendary wildlife family that is the Irwin family, who we've also reported on recently, the owners of Australia Zoo, in fact. And we remember Steve's passing in 2006 with great sadness, obviously left a void in the world of conservation. But the remaining family's passion for wildlife has certainly continued. Incredible. And that's where we're going to leave this wonderful story, hopefully this morning. The story of Forrest has inspired you as much as it has inspired us.
Only you can make my day.
pet is an absolute joy. They are nothing more than furry bundles of love that just want to play and cuddle and keep giving us love no matter what. And whilst no pet owner wants to imagine the worst, it is in fact critical that we have the right measures in place to look after our pets in the case of an emergency or an unforeseen accident. You've got to think about it. So here to guide us on some of the measures we can put in place is our ultra cool vet, Dr. Karin Brink from Ultra Pet. Doc, how are you?
Fine, and you?
Very good. Great to be connecting with you, even if it is to discuss something that most of us don't want to think about, but something we do have to broach. As a vet, I'm sure you've seen pets get into all sorts of serious and sometimes silly accidents at home. What are some of the most common accidents that you have seen that could have been avoided?
Of motor vehicle accidents, I cannot tell you how many times I've seen animals that's been driven over by their own owners. And I mean, it's an accident. They run underneath the wheel of your car. Foreign body ingestion, meaning a puppy swallowing a piece of ball or a rope. And then any action caused by another animal, especially bites. You know, you see a lot of dog bite wounds and even cat bites. That was the most common ones I saw.
I know that UltraDog offers Ultra Sure accident cover for free just by purchasing any of the Ultra Pet food. How does Ultra Sure actually work?
Ultra Sure is such an amazing initiative from Ultra Pet. Ultra Sure is underwritten by Hollard, and it's a really easy process. All that you need to do is you need to join on our website. You can apply there, and by just buying your food monthly, your Ultra Cat or your Ultra Dog, and providing proof of purchase for the size of your pet and the amount they will need to eat, you are covered. It's as easy as that.
Wow, then how then does accident cover differ from a normal medical insurance?
Accident cover is only for accidents, nothing else. And the accidents we cover is electrocution, like I said, actions caused by another animal, foreign body ingestion, insect bites, and ligament rupture or bone fractures due to the result of an accident. Where medical cover and medical insurance include additional things. That's not only accidents. But I always tell the people, do your homework when you go and look for medical cover, because sometimes there's a lot of loopholes, you know, and you need to do your homework to make sure you get your money's worth.
No, completely. And the costs involved with protecting your pet or dealing with these things post can be quite dramatic. Why would you encourage pet owners to have pet accident cover in place?
I would say every owner needs pet accident cover at least, because it just provides peace of mind when those accidents do happen. Because life is unexpected, and unexpected events usually happen at the most inconvenient times. And you do not want to stand in front of a life and death situation and need to decide based on money. You know, as bad as it sounds, you want to be sure that you can provide for your pets. And by having that accident cover, you have that peace of mind that at least your bill or part of your bill will be paid.
We know that the costs can be dramatic, yes, but we kind of like to think that, you know, these creatures are priceless in terms of what they bring to our lives. Yes. But unfortunately, very often the prices can be so high. So just protect yourself from the outset. I really appreciate that, and I think this is a brilliant facility. Ultra Sure accident cover, a definite win from Ultra Pets. Doc, thanks so much. Thanks for helping us broach quite a difficult subject, but I think some really helpful information there. Thank you.
It's a huge pleasure.
If you are a pet owner, then you seriously need to capitalize on this free Ultra Sure pet accident cover from Ultra Pet. And again, I stress it's free. Simply purchase any Ultra Dog or Ultra Cat product, then register on the Ultra Pet website to find out more about how you can make a claim in the case of an unforeseen accident, and they do happen. All that information that you need is available on their website, ultrapet.co.za.
Minutes before the top of the hour, here's a look at the news headlines on this Thursday morning. On the national news front, the legendary broadcaster Bob Mabena's funeral service is expected to take place on Saturday, Power FM announced yesterday. The veteran radio and TV personality passed away on Monday after suffering cardiac arrest at the age of 51. Now, his official memorial service will be held virtually today at 3 p.m. Power FM said both services would be streamed on different social media platforms. The radio station also encouraged people to feel free to set up their own virtual memorial services as well. Now, Tusong Field Hospital in Khayelitsha on the Cape Flats has closed after the last patient was discharged on Friday. The hospital was managed by Doctors Without Borders and had treated 241 patients since mid-June and 141 for COVID-19. There were 23 virus-related deaths reported there. The equipment, including beds and oxygen tanks, will now be sent to KwaZulu-Natal and the Eastern Cape, among others. Meanwhile, South Africa continues to see a drop in the number of new infections with an improved recovery rate of almost 76%. On the international news front, Facebook has announced that it is to ban implicit hate speech such as blackface and anti-Semitic stereotypes. The company has faced mounting pressure from civil rights groups to ramp up its enforcement of anti-hate speech policies, culminating in an advertiser boycott last month over hate speech on the platform, costing Facebook millions in revenue. Now, the company said that it has been ramping up its artificial intelligence that detects hate speech, and it will also undergo a quarterly third-party audit of its hate speech moderation starting in next year. In other news, more than 3,000 of the 4,000 tons of oil from the Japanese-owned ship that caused a huge oil spill off the coast of Mauritius has been pumped out, Prime Minister Pravind Jugnauth said yesterday. Now, the fuel has been transferred to shore by helicopter and to another ship owned by the same Japanese firm, Nagashiki Shipping. The operation had been a race against time amid fears that the MV Wakashio would break up. However, more than 1,000 tons of oil has leaked into waters near Mauritius, home to world-renowned coral reefs. And now, why Germany is proposing laws to dim its lights. Entomologists and ecologists are warning of a real threat of ecological disruption caused by a decline in insects such as bees, butterflies, moths, beetles and dragonflies. Artificial light at night is one major cause that negatively impacts thousands of species. Now, Germany is one of the countries that has seen insect numbers and their diversity severely decline in recent years and has now decided to take action. New laws have been introduced as part of its bid to combat the dramatic decline, from partially banning floodlights to increased protection of natural habitats. Light traps for insects are to be banned outdoors, and searchlights and sky spotlights will be outlawed for 10 months of the year from dusk to dawn. Any new street lights and other outdoor lights have to be installed in such a way as to minimize the effect on plants, insects and other animals. The use of weed killers and insecticides will also be banned in national parks. One can only hope other countries will soon follow suit, as the presence of insects is imperative to ecosystems. Now, taking a brief look into the world of entertainment, politicians and celebrities alike have been taken to social media to congratulate U.S. Senator Kamala Harris after Democratic presidential candidate Joe Biden announced her as his vice presidential running mate for the upcoming 2020 election in November. Born in the States to an Indian mother and Jamaican father, this historic selection makes her the first black and Asian woman on a major party presidential ticket. Should she be elected, she would become the first ever woman elected to one of the two top offices of the executive branch. Former President Barack Obama, for whom Biden was vice president, said he had nailed this decision, adding, quote, "By choosing Kamala as America's next vice president, he's underscored his own judgment and character." Former presidential candidate Hillary Clinton tweeted, "I'm thrilled to welcome Kamala to a historic Democratic ticket. She's already proven herself to be an incredible public servant," and actress Whoopi Goldberg was one of the first celebrities to weigh in, tweeting, quote, "Let's take care of her and make sure we are supportive of her, because this is a no-nonsense race and she is ready." So go Kamala. We love watching history in the making, as is happening right now in our time. Well, that's it for the news at 7 o'clock. We'll have another report at 8. Right now, here's another look at the sporting headlines with Graham.
Thanks so much, Kat. Local football now back into full swing. Log leaders Kaizer Chiefs, they were held to a 1-1 draw against Bidvest Wits at the Orlando Stadium in the Premier Soccer League last night. Forward Samir Nurkovic, he opened the scoring in the 36th minute to give the Amakosi the lead before Cole Alexander, he equalised for the Clever Boys as late as the 89th minute to draw the encounter and share the spoils. Chiefs remain at the top of the standings with that 1 point, with Wits now in 5th place. Further afield, Paris Paris Saint-Germain, they left it late to beat Atalanta 2-1 to book their spot in the UEFA Champions League semi-finals. Atalanta opened the scoring early in the match and led at the break, but PSG's Marquinhos equalized in the 90th minute, and then teammate Eric Maxime Choupo-Moting, he scored the winner in injury time. So there'll be one Champions League fixture to look out for this evening. That's RB Leipzig. They'll be up against Atletico Madrid at 9 p.m. The winner of that encounter going on to face PSG in the semi-finals of a shortened UEFA Champions League format. Then on to finally boxing news. Boxing fans are going to need to wait just a little longer to see the return of former heavyweight champion Mike Tyson. The much-touted exhibition fight between Tyson and four-division world champion Roy Jones Jr. has postponed to November after originally being scheduled for next month. The bout would now take place on the 28th of November. That's over Thanksgiving holiday weekend and broadcast on pay-per-view. That's where we leave our sport for now. Let's take a look at some beautiful sunrise pictures and the weather for today.
Let's get into those sunrise pictures before the forecast for the day. Nick Lombard shared this oh-so-heavily sunrise picture of what seems to be fluffy clouds captured in Louwsfontein in the Northern Cape. It's going to be a mostly cloudy day with a low of 2 degrees and a high of 17. Usmongile Kuzwayo took us back to Pietermaritzburg with this picture displaying a very cloudy sky. But lucky for you, clear skies today at a maximum of 22 degrees. Thank you, Nick and Smongile, for your sunrise pictures. I hope that you have yourselves a fantastic day. Now, lightning is common during thunderstorms, right? But what about in seemingly clear blue skies? Experts call this occurrence a bolt from the blue. This is what Jonathan Moore saw when he was working in the Tampa area of Florida in the U.S. and a lightning bolt struck a nearby tree as if out of nowhere. The spectacular lightning bolt was caught on dashcam video striking a palm tree out of a blue skies with no rain in sight. According to the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, a bolt from the blue is a flash from the side of thunderstorm clouds that travels a relatively long distance in clear skies before striking the ground. Truly a fascinating sight to see. Now we bring it back home with today's forecast. The South African Weather Service has advised of mostly cloudy to a cold day today on Thursday, with strong winds and high seas expected in some provinces. But Polokwane 11:27 are your temperatures for the day. A very sunny day in Bombela at a maximum of 33 degrees. Pretoria, a sunny one for you at a maximum of 23. Jozi Maboneng, your temperatures range from 6 reaching a high of 20. Mahikeng 4:25. Klerksdorp -121. And Kimberley, the Big Hole 0:19. Bloemfontein is below 0 today at -4 reaching a high of 18. Mostly sunny in Richards Bay at a maximum of 24 degrees. A sunny day also in Pietermaritzburg at a maximum of 22 degrees. Durban 11:24. Mthatha, your minimum temperature for the day is 2 reaching a maximum of 21. Strong winds at 34 kilometers an hour. And East London at a low of 13 with a high of 19. A partly cloudy day in Cradock -118. Intermittent clouds for Port Elizabeth at 12 as the minimum reaching a maximum of 17. George, your low is 6 and a high of 17. And a partly cloudy day in Cape Town at a minimum temperature of 12 reaching a maximum of 16. Worcester 4:17. Sutherland 0:12. Lastly, Uppington 1 with a maximum of 18 degrees. We'll have another look at the weather at the top of the hour. But for now, remember, whichever part of the country you're in, whatever the weather, make sure to have yourselves a feel-good kind of day.
Hey, it's going to be a feel-good kind of day, but certainly a different kind of Thursday. It's a gaming Thursday. Grant Hines is here, and we're going to be playing one of the biggest games in the world, would you say?
It's the biggest game in the world.
It is the biggest game in the world.
Look, if you are at home, I'm going to be dropping out of this bus right now. If you're at home and you're a gamer, you know Fortnite. If you're a parent, you will know Fortnite. And I'm really, really excited about this because we've decided that we're going to be playing Fortnite with our viewers.
Yeah, okay. We'll give you details when we come back from the break while you enjoy Grant flying in with a suitcase strapped to his wrist. I don't know why, but he'll explain Fortnite for those of us who aren't really too sure what it's all about. Stay tuned to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We'll be right back. Why do you have a suitcase on your wrist? What's better than a sugar-coated, deliciously crispy golden brown donut and 100% Arabica beans brewed to perfection? Treat yourself and warm up your morning with a little sweetness from McCafe with the all-new mini donut and cappuccino offer. A little lovin'. What's better than a sugar-coated, deliciously crispy golden brown donut and 100% Arabica beans brewed to perfection? Treat yourself and warm up your morning with a little sweetness from McCafe with the all-new mini donut and cappuccino offer. A little lovin' doesn't have to cost a lot. Great coffee, simple.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso on SABC3. It's a Thursday morning, a brand new start to a brand new day. Thanks so much for joining us. It's so good to be with you. Now, we're adding a little something new and exciting to the show. Now, we're inviting all of you gamers out there to pick up your controllers, your keyboards, or even your phone and join us in a game of Fortnite. It's the world's biggest free-to-play game, and we want you to join us in for the fun. We want to do it with you and enjoy it with you every single week. That's why Grant Hines is here to tell us all the secrets of this game and to break it down for us, because, I mean, it's what's happening. It's all the rage right now in the gaming world, right?
Yeah, so, well, I mean, it's been the rage for quite some time right now.
Yes,
and it's, oh wait, I'm getting fired at. There are enemies on me. I don't think I'm going to be able to escape this.
Duck. Those are a few enemies. Those are okay. As you can tell, a lot of excitement. So this is what is called a battle royale, I understand, right? And it's the most popularly played mode of the game.
Yes.
In Fortnite, and this is now what, chapter 2, verse 3.
This is season 3. One of the big deals about Fortnite is that you and your friends can enjoy playing as a squad of 4 people in a battle royale setting, which for a lot of people that don't know what a battle royale setting is, it's literally, I don't know if you've seen Hunger Games.
Yes, of course.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
It's exactly the same as Hunger Games. A bunch of people have to survive until the end. If your squad survives till the end, you win.
You are the winners. You are the battle royales.
The battle royales?
Yes.
Battle royalists? I like that. So that's the objective. So for parents out there who've never understood Fortnite, that's essentially what Fortnite actually is.
Yeah. Where did it all start, by the way? How long ago did Fortnite kind of make its way into the world? 4 years ago?
2017, late 2016.
4 years ago, yeah.
So about 4 years ago, 3 years ago, it really flourished in 2017 when people just realized how much fun the game is, especially with friends. Right now, it would have been great if my friends were able to help me, because they can help, like, you know, heal you and pick you up.
Oh, revive you again after you've been eliminated.
100%. So we're going to see what my team is able to do now without me.
The game probably is very popular because firstly it's free to play, right? So you just like download it on your phone or whatever it is, and then you just play.
It's free to play and something called cross-platform. So whether you've got a phone or you've got a console or you've got a computer, we can all play together.
We're all playing the same Fortnite.
Yes, we all can play in the same
that is
lobby.
super. That's very, very cool. We're seeing some footage right now of some gameplay as we're talking about.
That's my squad. That didn't help me out.
Oh.
But I was playing with random people.
Okay.
It's so much better when you get to play with your friends, because your friends can then help you, right?
Yes.
You can communicate, you can be on comms. And that's why I think during lockdown down, a lot of kids got into Fortnite, or like maybe parents joined them, because it's a way to play with the people around you and social distance pretty safely.
Yes. And do people like kind of connect via audio as well and talk to each other across?
Yes.
So it's a great way of linking up with like families that are far away during lockdown as well, where you're not seeing them.
So my brother's
kind of
in another country. We play a lot of games together, like, you know,
That's cool.
over microphone and connect like that. And it's really nice to have a close squad of friends. So I know a lot of people at school play together as a group and try get as far as they can and get as many wins as they can in Fortnite. So.
Yeah. So once you've downloaded the game on your phone or whatever device it is, you obviously then log on with your details and like create like a profile, right?
Yes.
Your Grand Heinz. Do you have a game name?
So you have a gaming name, you log in with that. It works again on, you link your PlayStation or your Xbox account or your PC account, and it will link with that account, and it's then cross-platform again. So whatever skins you win or whatever.
What are skins?
Skins are like the outfits that you're having.
Okay, cool.
So look at that outfit. If you win an outfit that's that wild, you can then use it on your account on another platform, which is kind of a first. They were able to get the whole industry around this, but Fortnite's been big because even Travis Scott had a concert in Fortnite.
What?
Yeah. What? Tenet is coming, the movie is launching in the game as well. So they're going to have a screening of Christopher Nolan's new movie in the game. It's a really big, really big game. It's becoming more of a platform than a game. But why I'm really excited is because we're going to be playing together with people out there who want to come join us.
Okay, so
on the show.
Are we going to create like a team Expresso, or how are we going to do this?
So what I'm actually thinking we should do, and what I'm really hoping that works out, is that we get players that are at home right now, can join up as a squad, and we'll do something called an elimination race.
Okay.
So that's the traditional tournament. The world champion, who's now a millionaire in dollars, by the way.
Oh, wow. Because of Fortnite?
Because of Fortnite. Played his Fortnite tournament. Like, literally was 16 years old when he won. So, like, it just goes to show how much is in this. So I was thinking maybe there could be a couple of people in South Africa that are that level, right? And we could play together as a squad for the duration of the show. I know a lot of people are doing homeschooling and stuff right now. Let's get together as squads every single week if we can, and then see how many people sign up, and then see who can get the most elimination race. There are players out there who know what I'm talking about, and we'll be able to contact the show. And then we can play together with viewers. And if you don't know, get hold of us on social media, because that's how it's going down.
Okay, well, you get back to the squad. You at home, join us in a battle royale live on the show. So get your friends together in a squad of 4, and then go head on to go head to head with our Expresso team and other players to see who can eliminate the most opponents during the course of the show. Now, at the end of the show, we'll tally up all the teams' eliminations, count them up, and then put together a bit of a leaderboard to see if next week's squad can beat them, and so it goes, and so on and so on. So get your gang together, pick your team name, and join our tournament starting officially next week. And who knows, we could put some cool prizes together.
And you'll be on TV playing Fortnite.
There we go, exactly. And if you're wondering how to join, right, respond to our Facebook post with your details. Let us know if you have what it takes to beat our Expresso team, and then pull together a squad of 4 to play live on air. It's that simple. I'm getting very, very excited. Can't wait to put my skin on.
You're competitive.
Get my skin on.
You're competitive.
Yes.
So
I'm gonna have the coolest skin. Full of melanin.
And competitive he is.
He
really,
is, because I said that this morning. I was like, if you choose Cat on your team, know that it's going to be fun, but it's also going to be like hardcore.
It's going to go down. It's going to go down. I was just thinking now that there are very specific personality traits and cues that you look at of a person that tell you if this is someone you want to tag team with on a game or not. And competitiveness certainly does come up at the top as one of those things to look out for. We did ask you on social media this morning to let us know if you could pick any one of the presenters here on the show to play with you on a game of Fortnite, or any game for that matter. Who would it be and why? And let's see your comments.
Yes, we have Totlang saying, the first time I saw the game trailer was back in 2017. Since then, I've always wanted to play the game. The presenter I would team up with is Cat, of course, which I know I'm not just going to enjoy the game only, but he's going to crack around and create the laughter. What am I saying?
Let us stop you right there.
What am I saying?
Let us pick it up for you right there. So basically, he's saying, he's going to bring obviously all the laughter.
That's exactly what I said.
Say it again.
Re oveska ho mtswembu.
Je ne sais quoi. Mark Gavin says, hashtag Expresso Morning Show. Challenge Graham Richards, FIFA 21, Liverpool versus Manchester United.
Challenge accepted.
That could go down fun.
Yeah, Colleen says, good morning, family. I'll definitely go with Kat and Graham. We will definitely have a good laugh and a good time. That is true.
You want to have that, right?
Yeah, and Graham will also bring the snacks. So that's why.
Yeah, you want that. You want someone that's going to bring some of that. Of course, Josephine Pixton says, good morning, family. Hashtag Expresso Show, SABC3. I would tag hashtag Tabiso. It would be lots of fun and laughter. The only thing is I don't know how far the game would go, Josephine. I can't promise you much. You have too much faith in me, but thank you so much for that vote of confidence. But I'm afraid I wouldn't go far. But please do continue to let us know, hashtag Expresso Show on our Facebook, which one of the presenters you'd team up with and why.
Absolutely. Right now, it's time for game reviews with Gareth Hoods himself.
Alrighty, it's time for some gaming action with our resident gaming guru and good friend Gareth Woods this morning. He joins us to review Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. It seems like a light-hearted and extremely colourful addition to the Battle Royale game space. Gareth, good morning. Welcome to the show. Great to connect with you. What's this one all about?
So, yeah, I mean, it's Battle Royale in the sense that multiple people start and only the last one standing wins. But other than that, the similarities pretty much end there. It's closer to, I don't know, playing a game of the game show Wipeout or Takeshi's Castle. It had those kind of vibes about it. So you are this little jelly bean and you're amongst 59 other jelly beans. And at the end, only one jelly bean is victorious. In the meantime, chaos and madness and luck and skill all combined to, see if you can be the victor at the end.
Be the King Jelly Bean. I love that. Now, this is obviously different from like Fortnite or Apex Legends because there isn't a shooter. So how does the gameplay mechanic actually work?
So every game has kind of a different vibe about it, but essentially what you're trying to do is avoid being eliminated. So in the first episode, for example, there'll be 60 jelly beans and it'll be a race course and you'll see there are spinning contraptions and falling weights and all sorts of reasons to squash and knock you off, whatever. And you're just trying to go headlong towards the goal of, being the top, I think, 40. And then the next round, those top 40 will maybe be paired into teams of 4, and only the worst team gets eliminated. So then you have 30, and you keep going until in the final round, it's, every bean for themselves to see who's the last one standing. And there are about 20 different games that kind of vary between the different levels. So you always get a mix of different kind of games to play every time.
Cool. Let the competitive kind of edge come out, but in a really fun way. Is this a game that you can easily pick up and kind of enjoy any time? Do you have to spend hours perfecting your bean skills to beat other players?
At first, I would have thought it's the kind of thing that is completely luck and not a lot of skill, but I'm seeing more and more guys on Twitch and online who are just winning game after game after game. So there's clearly some skill element to it. But at least it doesn't feel that way when you first jump in. So that's encouraging to newcomers because you'll jump in and you'll feel, wow, this is so much luck. And don't get me wrong, there's still a lot of luck involved. But as you kind of work out how to beat the stages and get more efficient, you certainly start feeling like, you are maybe not equal to the other beans. You're a superior bean.
So I've got to ask, what's your overall verdict? Because you're playing your cards quite close to your chest here. I can't gauge. How do you feel about this one? What's your verdict?
I love the game. If I'm playing my cards close to my chest, it's probably because I'm also infuriated by the game. So it's, like I said, it's got quite a bit of luck involved. And so sometimes the amount of times I've been in the lead and all of a sudden some jelly bean gets knocked by some weird contraption and flies into my face, knocking us both off the stage and having to start again is more often than I'd like to admit. But yeah, I love the game. It's awesome. It's actually free for PlayStation Plus members this month. So you can play it on PC or PlayStation, but if you're a PlayStation Plus member, it's free this month. So definitely get your hands on that. And yeah, it's just a really fun, novel take on Battle Royales. And I honestly think that this might be a trend we see in games going forward.
All right, well, you're just a human being after all. Buddy, thank you so much. As always, thanks for going so in-depth with your exploration, your reviewing of the game. We really do appreciate you putting in those hard slog hours sitting at home playing games, bro.
Cool, thanks. Thanks a lot for having me. Cheers.
Oh, there you have it. Sounds like some whimsical gladiator action for those looking for a game to easily pick up and set aside, and something new in that battle royale genre, something really cool as well.
Cadbury Dairy Milk Glass and a Half project presents There's a Story in Everyone. Visit cadbury.co.za/storytime for more information on how to share your inspirational story.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, live on SABC3 on this beautiful Thursday morning. Thank you so much for choosing to start your day off with us. Now, this dance phenomenon, the Jerusalem dance, it started here, home ground, South Africa, and it fast became a worldwide challenge that's gone on to spread so much positivity, much needed positivity across the globe. Everybody taking on the challenge, but of course, Woolies here at home saying, challenge accepted. And we've seen the Gardens Woolworths team rising to the challenge, and they're giving us really this morning all of the feels with their hashtag Jerusalem Dance Challenge. Take a look at this.
Guys, did you hear about the challenge going around Woolworths? What challenge? The Jerusalem Challenge.
That's not the challenge. We do that on a regular basis.
Yeah!
Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze
Wow, 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 look at that. Yes, challenge accepted indeed it seems. Clem, do you see the guys have the moves, eh?
It is.
Oh, making it their own as well, putting in some of that spice as well and just twisting it up. But of course, you know, a good challenge is a good challenge when Expresso takes part in it, and sometimes we actually lead a good challenge. And so, of course, if you missed our own Jerusalem Inspired Friday dance, everybody take notes. This is how you do the Jerusalem Friday dance or dance. Take a look at this.
Jerusalema, ikhaya lami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana. Jerusalema, ikhaya lami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana. Dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Oh, you're wearing those stretchy pants. I like it. But the piece that was amazing. Listen, it's the most appropriate like social distancing dance, right?
It is.
You can't have a wedding in 2020 and not do that.
Well,
so are you going to teach me how to do that? Because man's getting married, so you got to like...
Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
this is the step at your wedding.
Show me.
This is it.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3. Come on.
Oh, I like it. Wow,
you must just give it a bit of a
no. It's early morning TV.
Oh, man.
How amazing is that? Well done, Gardens. Gardens came through, eh? That was amazing. That's what we call the daily difference. Well done, Gardens. Well done.
That is the daily difference. I mean, I even saw the lady was baking, and the two ladies were baking, and they had the trays, and they were just like moving around.
Yeah.
And now you know when you buy your baked goodies from Woolies and Gardens that they've been made with all of the love and through dance as well. But of course, this particular Friday dance that you we're just seeing now, currently sitting on over 16,000 views already.
Wow.
And 500,000 views on Facebook. Wow.
What?
500,000 views on Facebook. Yes, that's right. So thank you so much to everybody at home for engaging and, of course, for your continued support. Now it's time for us to make something delicious here.
Oh, we still have to cook?
Yes, we have to. Hey, man's got to eat.
Man's got to eat.
Man's got to eat. And Chef Clem is providing once again, proving that getting dinner on the table does not have to be an endless production. Yeah, doesn't have to be. You will know what I mean when you obviously check out these easy peasy veggie curry parcels we're going to be making. I think Cape Malay curried veggies with pickled onions and butter rotis. Yes, got your full attention. I'm sure I have. That's my kind of food. Take it away, Chef Clem.
Okay, there's a big debate between, what is this called?
That's a roti.
A roti? No. There's no wrong or right way. Sometimes it's called a ruti. In Cape they're called a ruti. Everywhere else it's a roti, and you called it a roti. A what?
A roti.
South Africa, what do you call it? What do you call this? Because
I didn't know.
Friends have like broken up. No longer friends because of the way they pronounce it.
Yeah.
So like South Africa, let me know. What do you?
I've certainly found myself correcting people calling it a roti.
Yeah.
Because I thought that was wrong. I thought I was right.
When it comes to food, there's no wrong or right way. It's just as long as you eat it and you make it, it's
as long as you make it the right way, which
as long
you're
as
going
you
to
make it the right way.
Okay.
So what we're doing today is we're going to make these beautiful curry parcels, and I really like this because it's like when you have dinner theater and you present food in this kind of way, it's so much more. So you get the whole family involved because everybody gets to make their own parcel. Let's actually start with that first. You want to help me? I've got a piece of baking paper there for you.
Okay.
And we're going to make these beautiful little parcels. Okay.
All right.
So all we're going to do is I've got a piece, so we're going to do this together. We're going
Show us the way, Chef Clem.
Okay. So we're going to fold the parcels. We've got a nice rectangle. Okay.
Yes.
We're going to fold the ends together, the two longer sides together. So basically what you should have is the closed, sealed part facing you.
All right.
Okay? And that's going to be kind of, let's call it the base of our parcel.
The base of our parcel. But of course, for everybody at home, we want to make sure that you aren't missing out on this recipe. So if you want to get your hands on it, do go onto our website. It's expressoshow.com. We've loaded the recipe with all of the ingredients you're going to need. But pay attention to this step-by-step guide on how to make the parcel.
You've got the closed side facing you, so we start folding up the sides like nice and tight.
Yeah.
It's got to be able to like hold all the ingredients in there and that sauce that we're going to add.
Ooh, nice.
So a few folds perfectly fine. Then to the other side. Are you with me?
Folds, like 2?
Yeah.
You can kind of... you need to seal it, is that?
Yeah, exactly. So maybe 3 just to be safe.
Okay.
And you're going to do exactly the same to the other side. You are so...
good.
Like on it. You are so good. And your attention to detail, amazing.
Well, how can I not be when I'm looking at you do it with so much ease there in front of me?
Okay, so you got this little parcel. Yeah? Oh, you're not doing it? Okay.
I'm
you know
doing the
what?
other side, yeah?
You do that, I'm going to keep on going.
Okay, let's
but
go.
you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
So now we're going to start working on our filling. So I'm going to go with some sweet potato and some cauliflower. What I love about this recipe, you can totally play around with it. If you like butternut, add butternut. If you like pumpkin, add pumpkin. Just make it your own. Broccoli, get the broccoli in there.
Yeah.
Just literally play around with the veggies. And seasonality is really great, so you can use whatever's in season as well, which is amazing.
Is fantastic. So no veggies go to waste. If you were making something the night before, for example, and you still had some leftover veggies, you can bring them to the kitchen for this recipe.
Perfect. And then we're going in with a little bit of olive oil, and it needs a bit of olive oil. That's going in there. Then we're going to, this has been featuring so much in such a lifestyle. Yeah.
Yes.
We spoke about this at Woolies. It literally, this is, you get the different variations. This one is a turmeric, green ginger, green chili, ginger and garlic, and that's going in there. This is honestly so amazing.
And convenient.
Yes.
Convenient. The last thing you want, and I have seen this happen to me as well, when I've been sent to the shops to get ingredients and you can't find the garlic, we can't find the turmeric, and you find the other three. Now you can get a whole pack of 4, right?
Exactly.
It's absolutely amazing. And it's very cost effective as well, because you're not buying stuff you don't need. You're not left with all of the leftovers.
I buy them and I freeze them as well, because it thaws out in a few minutes and then you're good to go.
Oh,
so I've always got it on hand. Yeah, absolutely.
Nice. I like that.
Chickpeas going in. Play around with this one. You can use cannellini beans, kidney beans, any black beans. Just make it your own. Okay, cool. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our little parcels, get our tray. And what we're going to do is, is your one good? Is it safe?
You can use one of your ones just for extra precautionary measure and safety.
Oh, okay, no, I trust.
Just to be sure.
in case. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to spoon some of this filling inside of our parcels. The moment of truth. Have I sealed my sides up properly?
Yeah.
I think it's a yes. Okay.
It's also easy to think that your parcel's not strong enough to stand all of the veggies going in there. I suppose the test will be if it falls apart after you've put in 2, then you know you need to start from the top.
Also, we're going to add some liquid to it. And if the liquid comes out, then, no, but honestly, this is all you need. This actually is called the proper technique, and I say this will be unpopiote.
Say it again?
Unpopiote.
Unpopiote, okay.
It's French for basically in paper. It's very, very fancy, but it's great. We use it for fish as well because it traps in all the moisture when you're cooking fish. Everything stays inside the parcel.
It locks it in.
And it just looks so fancy.
Oh, wow, okay.
So now, instead of making a curry sauce that takes a long time to cook down and simmer down, I'm going with the cooking sauces from Woolies because these are tried, tested, made by the professionals. It's been passed by the board of grannies, aunties. You know, there's a board, eh? They have to certify everything. This is it. And this is so amazing. It tastes so authentic. I use this all the time. This is the Cape Malay curry sauce that we're going to use.
Did you have to warm it up before?
No, because you go in the oven. So all I'm doing is I'm pouring some of that in there.
Okay.
Perfect, that's all you need. And obviously you divide these amongst all the other parcels.
Yes.
And then seal it up now. Exactly like you fold the other side. You fold this side, it goes into the oven, and it comes out.
I'll take it to the oven.
I will. Look at this, so nice, so nice.
Yep. Okay.
So that goes into the oven, and it goes in.
There's something in the oven.
Bring it back! Bring it back!
Okay, we'll take it later.
It's okay. So, what we're going to do, we're going to heat up our rotis, rotis, and all you need to do with these is just into a nice dry pan. And that sizzle, you know why it's sizzling right there? That's the butter.
Is it already buttered?
It's made with real butter.
Oh, wow.
We don't play at Woolies. We don't play, okay?
And I just feel how... so it's not dry.
No,
it's
not
actually
at all.
really nice and like already moist.
Yeah.
So when it goes in there, it just sizzles.
Sizzle. I like to char it a little bit to get that smoky flavor coming out of it. And then when it comes out of the pan, all you're going to do is tradition.
Yeah.
You got to scrunch it up. Okay, and that's because roti is made up of different layers. So when you do this, you kind of like break up those layers a little bit, and it just helps you suck up that sauce of the beautiful curry that you're making. All you want to do then, that's good. Right?
I'm looking
your mouth
at you
is like, wow.
But I'm also reading here. I mean, this is a beautiful story they've got here about the rotis. They're saying here, our chefs have traveled, tested, tasted, and then created this flavorful meal from around the world for you to enjoy at home. Authentic flavors, fresh ingredients, and restaurant quality results. That's what anyone wants when they're making this at home.
Exactly. You want to know it's coming from the best sauce ever, and you're getting it from Woolies, you know.
And they've traveled the world.
They've traveled. So just a little bit of acidity for that, a little bit of red onion going in there, a little bit of lime. You could totally use lemon if you want, but you're looking for that acidity. That's going in there. And that's just going to cut through the richness of the curry sauce, that butteriness of your roti. It's all you need. So this is
That is magic. That is heaven on like a platter. That is just what anybody needs on a day like this as we phase out of winter and in most parts of the country gets cold.
Yeah.
You want that comforting you. I mean,
You
that
need
looks
that
really
fuel to get you through the Jerusalem challenge. You need that. That's what you
after
need.
you've done the Jerusalem
Oh,
challenge,
yeah.
you've worked up an appetite, that's what you're going to need. There's going to be space for that. Are we going to taste it?
But now you're there and I'm here, so you can't cross. I'm so sorry about that. Eh? But
you can, if you move over, across, and I can start making my way through.
No. I'm so sorry about that. It's just not. That's not the way. You're gonna have to stay there.
Okay, if you want the recipe, go on expressoshow.com. And if you missed the steps, here's a recap.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
If you're just joining us, well, and I'm Gela Gungubu and I'm Shanjo. Expresso show right here on SABC3. We're talking all things fashion, darling. It's Fashion Thursdays. From a basic cotton t-shirt paired with warm woolen socks to a cozy thinner knit, there's no better time to upgrade your winter staples than right now. The Woolworths Quality Sale is now on, giving you the opportunity to stock up on everything that you need. We are joined in studio by fashion and beauty editor Nokolo Mafu, aka Nox, aka the fashion plug for Expresso show. She's going to be taking us through the hottest items for our winter basic collection. I haven't seen you in a long time.
No.
I love your dress. I love what you are here to do, to be taking us through the sale items. So I've been in Joburg. I went to Woolworths. That's where I got this
and
dress.
You look amazing.
Thank you so much. It was literally for like 250 or something like that. It's insane.
I literally was at the store the other day and I was looking at everything that's there and I was like, there are so many trends I need to get. There's so many things and also at an affordable price.
Affordable price. I want to get into that. You know when you walk in and there's sale everywhere. You get so confused. You don't know where to start. How do you navigate your way through a sale?
So I think when you're shopping, right, I like to call it, you know the Maslow hierarchy of needs?
Yes.
I call this the Knox hierarchy of shopping, right?
I love that.
So it goes a little something like this. We go for our budget first, right? You need to set up your budget. I think we all know that COVID-19 has really shown us that we need to be smart about our money. So first off, budget, right? And once you know what you want, you go for the basics, the staples, the things that are really going to be far more versatile, that will go across any kind of season that you want. And then, of course, at the tip there, you've got your trends. So your item pieces that you really know that they're amazing. You wouldn't have got them at that cost, and that's kind of how I deal with that. So always the big focus for me is those ultimate basics that are really going to stretch long after the season.
Speaking about basics, which basics are you referring to currently?
Yes. Okay, so I'm definitely talking about your cottons. I'm talking about your round neck, your V-neck, really the basics. I mean, this is across men and women's fashion. I think we really underestimate how important it is to have those layers, which also for trends are great if you want to add different colors or play with different textures.
Yes.
So I really love to play with that. Really go into your knits, your thinner knits, your more thicker cable knit that we're looking at the moment. Really incredible stuff to buy, and are really great for any styling purposes. I think for a minimalist kind of shopper, so if you want your classic man or your classic woman, definitely these cotton staples are a good support and great for retaining heat, actually. So I really think that they're great in terms of like vests, even your undergarments, even down to your underwear, socks. These are the type of things that we really take for granted. But because Woolworths does such a great job in getting them sustainably sourced with great cottons that also just will survive any wash, that's a great way to start.
And that's the one thing that I look for in socks, especially, or any woolen items. After a wash, it needs to still maintain the same structure that I bought it as.
Absolutely.
Knox, I need you to take me through your favorite selections here.
So, you know, Kotle, like we said, this whole thing is quite expansive, you know. When we talk about basics, I'll start off with the women's wear. You know, I think the knits are always great. We've spoken a little bit about them over the winter season, but like a cable knit such as this is such a great staple to add. This really, the camel that we spoke about last week, it's a color that is on trend, that really can infiltrate into your fashion, your beauty choices, even in your homeware choices.
100% with your sweatpants and just be comfortable.
Girl, and that's what I'm talking about. So now we've brought up the sweatpants. We've got some great leggings over here, really great materials that you can really stay at home and be comfortable with.
May I see those leggings?
Absolutely, absolutely. So I've got you, girl. So these are great leggings to have in the house. They really are the most comfortable material. You can dress them up or down if you were to wear a knit over it or something. But then I also just love in the male section, we've got a beautiful, beautiful striped 100% cotton, sustainably sourced tee, really a thick material that is also on trend. The stripes will always be on trend. So I think the gents really have a great deal for them also. You know, the simple tee, which is so carefully crafted, beautiful V-neck or round neck if you want to. This is a great staple for anyone who wants to shop. So of course, the chunky knits, the men aren't being left out of here also. I really love
I see Uncle Tabsy in this.
Uncle Tabs, it's got him, literally, it's got him written all over it. But a really comfortable way of taking on the trend of the knit, but also with the polar neck, which is just a little bit relaxed, not as tight up there, which we can also see then in the cotton staples, which we have in the ladies section. So a very light pink that we can use here for layering, but really just a fabulous, fabulous addition to any kind of wardrobe.
I love it so much, and it just makes me look forward to going in there and navigating my way in terms of the sale, your budget, your staples that you need,
and then a little bit of trend.
Exactly.
Just a little bit of trend.
Just a little bit of trend.
Just a dash, but really, I think these items are really durable and versatile. And what I love is that, you know, your color is going to stay. They're really easy to manage and are really great staple pieces for anyone who's trying to build a good foundation for any wardrobe that they have.
I love it so much. Noxma for everybody, giving us the lowdown on what to look forward to when we get into the Woolworths winter sale. So you at home, you need to stock up on your ultimate basics the next time you visit Woolworths. These pieces will carry you through all 4 seasons of the year. So shop these at the quality sale currently on at Woolworths. You get 50% off on the selected fashion items, beauty, and even homeware. What are you waiting for? Okay, I know what you're waiting for, girl. But when you do visit, this is what's waiting for you.
So now that we all geared up in what to wear during winter, let's find out how we can better take care of our skin.
Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA, made with love by Clover.
Now, are you familiar with the term maskne? Yeah? Wearing masks, of course, plays a crucial role in helping to prevent the contracting and spreading of the coronavirus. However, you may experience some side effects of wearing a face mask for long hours that leads to some skin irritation, some redness, maybe some cuts and abrasions on your face as well. But, of course, it has to be done for the safety of everyone around us, right? That's very, very important. Let's not lose sight of that.
No, absolutely. And this makes it even more important for us to take care of our own skin by following a cleansing and nourishing routine rather. And today we are going to be showing you simple yet effective face masks to try at home for a glow that will leave you looking and feeling all sorts of fresh and ticking off all the boxes. And not only is Clover Fresh Milk in a new blue look, which we all love, with a refreshing premium quality milk for consumption, of course, but it is also forming part of an integral part of our soothing face mask, believe it or not. I never knew this.
Absolutely. We're going to be showing you two kinds of masks that you can use at home, make yourself at home, store and use at another time. You might also feel tempted to eat them because they're so delicious. But hey, let's focus on what we're doing right now, making a mask for our skins. Like I said, you got one over there, right?
Yes, I'm going to be doing the acne-prone skin face mask. So we're going to start off with 1 tablespoon of milk going in over here. And this is also, again, just good soothing for your skin, a good exfoliate as well. So I'm just going to put that in. You can
1 tablespoon.
1 tablespoon. You can just go in as however much you want, okay? And then turmeric. Now, with this, that's going to go in. The turmeric has the potential to, you know, reduce inflammation and irritation. It also has antibacterial properties to prevent bacteria in the skin. So this is great. I know Knox always mentioned this. So that goes in. And I think sometimes people get so scared of the color. Don't worry, you're not going to get stained, everybody. It is good for you. Maybe it will even give you like a young yellow glow over there.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? And then the lemon juice is also going in as well. And the lemon juice helps to cleanse. And so only use a little drop, okay? Because as acidity could give off a burning sensation on the skin. So therefore, it is also advisable to use at your own discretion. And then you're just going to mix this together like this.
And you're going to apply that a little bit to your hand?
I'm going to put on my hand. Yeah. Wow, I can put on your skin. No, I'm joking. There we go. So I'll just use that on the back of my hand.
Just like that.
And you're going to wash your face, obviously, first.
Yeah.
And then clean it with a nice warm towel and then let that sink in for 15 minutes.
Yeah, when you're
take
giving
it
yourself
off.
like a little pamper session.
And then you're just like, hello, who's this? New face, hi.
New skin, new her.
You know.
It might not do your hair for you there. But also we do know that an important part of a skin routine is to exfoliate your skin and clean off any bacterial debris. So you can use this milk, honey, blueberry and oat face mask. And fear not, you know, it won't leave your face looking blue or anything like that. But the lactic acid in the Clover Fresh milk cleans the skin of any excess kind of oils and makes for a great solution for when removing makeup too. And it also works as a gentle exfoliator if you soak a cotton pad in milk and then apply it to your facial and neck skin. So we've got some blueberries that we're going to add to our exfoliating mask.
Of course, you went with ones that you can also eat after. Like, I feel like that's exactly what you did.
Come on, come on. And blueberries also are naturally exfoliating to the skin cells, and then they can help also to reduce the signs of any skin damage. And like I said earlier on, once you've made these masks, you can also then store them, use them at a later date. Of course, the oats is going to give us the kind of rough texture to get that gentle exfoliation.
Yeah.
A bit of honey, anti-inflammatory properties over there.
I really want to eat this.
Hey, you really do?
I really want to eat this.
Did you have breakfast this morning?
I did not. So I'm probably going to take this.
And then you'll just add a little bit of Clover Fresh milk just to kind of get that consistency, because obviously the honey would have thickened it quite a lot.
Yeah.
That is going to be your mask. After you've washed your face, you apply it to your face. And then when you wash it off, obviously the skins of the blueberries along with the oat, which would have softened by then, are going to be acting as gentle exfoliators to your skin. And
Especially if you wear makeup quite often, you want to try this at least like once or twice a week just to get that dead skin cells off your face and just exfoliate. And then you can do both even.
Yeah, as simple as that. And these ingredients aren't only delicious to eat, but also provide a great nourishing technique to get your skins looking all sorts of fresh. So head on over to our website, expressoshow.com, to get these recipes.
Can I eat it now?
Please, you can go ahead. That's breakfast too.
Clover Fresh Milk is the #1 milk brand in SA, made with love by Clover.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Follow that cool gaming ambient sound to your screen and to your gaming device if you can. Combat controls is what I've got. So I've just signed up. Grant Hines is here to help kind of give us a bit of an introduction into Fortnite. I know we're going to look like complete noobs now because we really are, but I'm really excited. It seems like because I once covered this. Oh, I'm dancing, man. There's dancing going on. Check it out. There's dancing. There's guys on pogo sticks.
Boomer's playing Fortnite.
This is pretty cool. I have no idea what to do, how to do anything. I can jump. How do I hit?
Okay, so
what's the vibe here, man?
Okay, so like we said a little bit earlier, it's a battle royale where 4 players can get together in a squad, and they need to be the last remaining surviving players on the field, right? It's very simple. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to try for the next couple of weeks is try get
find the best
viewers, those of you who are out there that are watching the show, to come join and play with us. Maybe you can help carry Graham to victory.
Well, that's the thing. Who knows? Maybe I'll discover a hidden talent. I'm already liking the skydive. My character looks like...
The skydiving takes very, very little talent, Graham.
Wow.
So the whole idea is that we will be able to get like an elimination race. So the amount of eliminations that you get with your friends or with either a presenter. 1 week we might even have a pro player in to come play with you.
We've got some pretty good pro players.
Yeah, we do. We've got some incredible players in South Africa that also not only live stream but also play in tournaments. And being able to play with those players on whatever platform you're playing on. So right now we're playing on. Look there's a shark over here. This is bad news.
Are there still those big robot machine things that caused all that controversy in Fortnite? There were those like big megalith things that used to come and just kill everybody.
No. They've taken all that stuff out. So it's a little bit, it's more balanced than it used to be. There are cars now, which is interesting. So you can get into a vehicle and drive to the edge of the circle. So because it acts like the Hunger Games, essentially, there are 100 people in a match, and the map gets progressively smaller as you progress through the map. And because it gets progressively smaller, you have to make your way to the circle where it's safer. And then everybody just kind of gets, like bundled into this very small part of the map, and they have to survive. So that's how they get you. Right now, I'm currently in the circle, and because it's cross-platform, it doesn't matter what you're playing on at home. You might be able to play with friends. Well, you might be able to have a phone, but we're going to be playing probably on PC. If you're playing on a console, like either a PlayStation or an Xbox.
I ran up and I attacked a can of petrol and blew up.
Graham's definitely new to this game. I can't say that I'm doing particularly well. My team is probably getting really upset with me.
So what's the deal when playing collaboratively? What do you need to know and do?
Okay, so Fortnite's a different game from most traditional third-person, what is called a third-person shooter. A big part of the game is building, actually. So a little bit like Minecraft. And because you can build, you're able to parry attacks that players are firing at you from a distance. Nice. So you can then build a structure and get a vantage point over your opponent, which is really interesting. It creates a whole nother dynamic.
How do you balance defense versus attack? Because that seems to be something that the really good players are able to do. Like, should you be more aggressive and offensive-minded or defensively-minded?
It depends on the situation. It's like in any sport, Graham. You're a sporting person. You know, like, sometimes there's moments where you have to play aggressively, and there are other times when playing aggressively is at the detriment of your team. So you've got to work out a balance between where the circle is, how many opponents you're challenging, when you should take advantage of their position, when you should maybe stay back a little bit.
Communication is a big thing, because that's one thing I noticed when I went to go and pay ATK a visit was how collaborative and social Fortnite was with the kids that were playing there. Like, so are we going to, presumably, we're going to need to be able to be linked up with our people, so we can talk to them. So I'm looking at the rest of my squad just doing awesomely.
So that's going to be the exciting thing. So if you guys want to play with us and together on TV, we're going to be doing that. And a big part of that is comms. So we want to hear what you guys have to say. We want to see what you guys can show off to your friends. Imagine showing off in Fortnite.
And we might discover the next great thing, and I promise you, I'm going to practice. So I'll be cool. I'm not going to hold you back. I'm not going to hold you back. I promise you, I will not hold you back. But that's the deal. So let us know on our social media platforms if you're keen to get involved, and who knows, you could be squatting out with us and taking on the best. But right now, let's get back to our official duties and get back into the news. Oh yeah, hit him again, hit him again.
It's just after 8 o'clock on this Thursday morning. Here's a final look at the news headlines. On the national news front, the Department of Basic Education has released the combined June and December Matric National Senior Certificate exam timetable. Now, the class of 2020 was not able to write the June mid-year exams due to the coronavirus pandemic lockdown. English First Additional Language, English Home Language, and English Second Additional Language will be the first exams on the 5th of November, while Sciences and Foreign Languages will close off the exam period on the 15th of December. Exam results will be announced on the 23rd of February, and more than 1.1 million learners are expected to sit for the combined exams. Legendary broadcaster Bob Mabena's funeral service is expected to take place on Saturday, Power FM announced yesterday. The veteran radio and TV personality passed away on Monday after suffering cardiac arrest at the age of 51. His official memorial service will be held virtually today at 3 p.m. Now, Power FM said both services will be streamed on different social media platforms, and the radio station also encouraged people to feel free to set up their own virtual memorial services as well. On the international news front, a Nigerian court has made the first convictions under a new anti-piracy law, giving hope to the world's shipping fleets that legal reforms will help stem rising attacks in the Gulf of Guinea. Now, the 3 men fined by the court in Port Harcourt, Nigeria's oil hub, were among 9 accused of hijacking a tanker off Equatorial Guinea in March and securing $200,000 ransom for the crew. The merchant shipping industry has long brought pressure to bear on Nigeria to take action in the area, which has has been dubbed Pirate Alley. In other news, Facebook has announced that it is to ban implicit hate speech, such as blackface and anti-Semitic stereotypes. The company has faced mounting pressure from civil rights groups to ramp up its enforcement of anti-hate speech policies, culminating in an advertiser boycott last month over hate speech on the platform, costing Facebook millions in revenue. The company said that it has been ramping up its artificial intelligence that detects hate speech. It will also undergo a quarterly third-party audit of its hate speech moderation starting in next year. And now news of a rare event that took place in the Eastern Cape. Scientists, farmers, herders and veterinarians alike are astonished by the achievement of a mother goat at Santombe village in Mount Aleph in the Eastern Cape. She managed what scientist Nkululeko Nyengiwe described as unique, giving birth to quintuplets. Nyengiwe said it was the very first recorded case of quintuplets among goats. And this amazing event has attracted the attention of many animal researchers and veterinarians who wish to take specimens and investigate the genealogical history of the kids, weighing between 1.16 and 2.18 kilograms. Now, goat herder Ntsoke Matibeli said he could not believe his eyes when he found her in the bushes with 5 babies. He immediately called his boss, who was equally amazed. Farmer Nontutu. Well, we've just experienced a bout of load shedding, but we will continue with the news. Now, farmer Nontutuzelo Dangisa, who owns more than 90 goats, says she has been fortunate as most of her goats have given birth to twins, but she says the 5 kids was an absolute shocker. Goats have only 2 active teats, and as a result, mom has difficulty feeding her 5 hungry mouths, but with a little help from humans, with supplementary bottle feeding, it has all been made possible. And finally, taking another quick look at what's happening in the world of entertainment. How would you feel if you found out your spouse was going to divorce you via text message 45 minutes before the rest of the world found out? Well, that's precisely the narrative dominating the entertainment headlines at the moment, in a story that involves actor Justin Hartley from This Is Us fame and his soon-to-be ex-wife Chriselle Stausser. Now, it was reported that he filed for divorce from her in November last year, seemingly out of the blue, and there has been a cloud of mystery surrounding the details of their separation. Chriselle currently stars as a real estate agent in the reality series Selling Sunset, and in a recent episode she came clean about her experience of the matter, particularly that Justin notified her via text message that he had filed for divorce a mere 45 minutes before it hit the newsstands. There's a lot more to unpack in this story, and we'll be doing exactly that at around 8:30 in our full entertainment report. But that's it for the news on this Thursday morning. Here's a last look at the sports headlines with Graham.
Well, the lights are certainly back on in the PSL. Log leaders Kaizer Chiefs were held to a 1-1 draw against Bidvest Wits at the Orlando Stadium in the Premier Soccer League last night. Cole Alexander equalised for the Clever Boys as late as the 89th minute to draw the encounter. So Chiefs, with that point, do remain at the top of the standings. Wits currently sitting in 5th place. Further afield, it's well into the knockouts now. Paris Saint-Germain, they lifted late to beat Atalanta 2-1 to book their spot in the UEFA Champions League semi-finals. Atalanta opened the scoring early in the match and led at the break, but PSG's Marquinhos equalised in the 90th minute. And then teammate Eric Maxime Choupo-Moting, he scored the winner in injury time. There'll be one Champions League fixture to look out for this evening. That's RB Leipzig up against Atletico Madrid at 9 p.m. The winner of that encounter will go on to face PSG in the semi-finals. And then on to boxing finally. Boxing fans are going to have to wait just a little longer to see the return of former heavyweight champion Mike Tyson. The exhibition fight between Tyson and 4-division world champion Roy Jones Jr. has now been postponed to November after originally being scheduled for next month. The bout would now take place on the 28th of November over the Thanksgiving holiday weekend, and of course go out to millions, no doubt, on pay-per-view. That's a wrap of your sport for this morning. Let's take one last look at the weather.
Let's use this time to have a final look at this morning's sunrise pictures. We started off in Hammarsdale with Sanele's picture. It's going to be a sunny day at a maximum of 21 degrees. We took it to Pietermaritzburg with Shanice's sunrise picture. Do expect cool conditions today with a maximum of 22 degrees. And Nick Lombard took us to the Northern Cape with this deeply colorful sunrise picture taken in Lourensfontein. 20% precipitation to be expected in that part of the country with a maximum of 12 degrees. And Usmongile came through for Pietermaritzburg. Do expect some clear skies coming your way today. Thank you so much for sharing your sunrise pictures. We want to see more of them. Share them with us on our social media platforms and make sure to include your location as well. Thank you in advance. Now, lightning is common during thunderstorms, but what about in seemingly clear blue skies? Experts call this occurrence a bolt from the blue. This is what Jonathan Moore saw when he was working in the Tampa area of Florida in the U.S., and a lightning bolt struck a nearby tree as if out of nowhere. The spectacular lightning bolt was caught on dashcam video, striking a palm tree out of blue skies with no rain in sight. According to the U.S. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, a bolt from the blue is a flash from the side of thunderstorm clouds that travels a relatively long distance to clear skies before striking the ground. Pretty sure it was frightening, but pretty cool to see as well. Now we bring it back home with a final look at today's forecast. The South African Weather Service has advised of a mostly cloudy to cold day today with strong winds and high seas expected in some provinces. At Polokwane, they are way ahead of winter with a maximum of 27 degrees, the same as in Mbombela with a maximum 33 degrees. A sunny day for both of those parts of the country. Pretoria 623, Jozi Maboneng, your temperatures range from 6 to 20. Mahikeng, your low is 4 degrees and will reach an afternoon high of 25. Klerksdorp minus 121, Kimberley 019 and Bloemfontein minus 2. Very chilly start to the day. Will reach an afternoon temperature of 18. Mostly sunny in Richards Bay. Your maximum is 24. A sunny day in Pietermaritzburg as well at a low of 6, reaching a high of 22 degrees. Durban, South Africa's playground. Your temperatures range from a minimum of 11, reaching a maximum of 24. Mthatha 221. Strong winds at 34 kilometers an hour in East London at a minimum temperature of 13 with a maximum of 19 degrees. Cradock minus 118. Intermittent clouds for Port Elizabeth at a low of 12 and a high of 17. George 617. The mother city Cape Town 1216 and Worcester a partly cloudy day for you at a low of 4 degrees, reaching a high of 17. Sutherland mostly cloudy for you too at a maximum of 12 degrees. Uppington 1 is the minimum temperature and the maximum is 18. That was your final look at the weather this morning. But remember, whichever part of the country you're in, whatever the weather, make sure to have yourselves a fantastic Klein Vrydag.
I forgot it's Klein Vrydag. Yes.
Oh, it's that day. It's that day. Battle Royale is all the craze in studio this morning. That's all we're talking about. It's all about gaming on a Thursday morning here on Expresso. And we've asked you to get your teammates together so you can go up against the Expresso team. Do you think that you've got your mates who
are have what it takes?
So good enough at this gaming thing to just knock us out of the competition altogether? We've asked you, and hey, we've seen some comments come through on Facebook. Let's take a look at them.
People is coming through, hyping themselves up and hyping up all their friends.
Yeah.
Material says, game on. I can beat your Expresso team in an all-round. Okay.
All by himself.
All by himself.
Okay.
Josephine Pixon says, must get my son. He is such a gamer.
I'm glad you changed your mind, Josephine. You're not going with me anymore because I promise you it wasn't going to go far, my love. Thank you for that.
Have you not seen him in the Omar Ras 5-second game? Like, he is a hot mess. So that's
how you're dragging me.
Then Egan Fisher says, hey, Express, I'm keen to play and I have a few Fortnite friends to play with to make the team full. Oh, Egan has friends, so that's good. It's always good to have friends. And then Chantal says, my son is a Fortnite guru. Please choose him. He's 14 and plays hours a day. Obsessed, Liam van Wyk. And then we have Sia.
Yeah, Sia says, I nominate myself, Sia Mbenyane, Kwandile Milkson, Something Aris, Hennessy Mkabela. Oh, it's a whole team. It's a whole squad. Hashtag Expresso Morning Show. Ooh, Sia, okay, it sounds like you're coming through guns blazing, and yours is certainly the team to beat when it comes to this Battle Royale. But of course, do keep those comments coming through on our Facebook page, Expresso Morning Show, SABC3. Get your squad together. Who would you bring onto this game? Who's a Battle Royale Fortnite master in your world? We're going to be assembling ourselves as well this side. So we are game on and ready for the challenge.
We're
and look at
definitely
my
not choosing
face.
you. We're
I'm
definitely not
serious.
choosing you.
You're not choosing me. Oh, but I'm still scared.
Cadbury Dairy Milk Glass and a Half project presents There's a Story in Everyone. Visit cadbury.co.za/storytime for more information on how to share your inspirational story.
Ingrid!
Here comes.
Hello, Ingrid.
I'm Lucian. Junaid.
Okay.
Junaid.
Okay.
Kaden.
Umar.
I've got cons.
Umar.
No. I think you're better.
Okay, Bernie.
Mishay.
Hello, Ingrid.
Lise Bentumi.
Hello. Happy birthday, Ingrid.
Thank you so much.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Happy birthday, a very happy birthday to you.
Hey!
Welcome back to it. It is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso. It's that time of the morning. We wish you, our loyal and loved viewers, a very happy birthday. And if you celebrate your birthday today, you share it with one of America's rising stars, Corey Fogelmanis.
Yeah.
Am I saying his surname right? Fogelmanis. He's 21 years old today. It's a big one. He's well known, of course, for his role as Farkle on Disney's Girl Meets World. And Corey has performed in 8 productions around the country, including Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, the Pasadena Playhouse in Southern California. He's done so well for himself at 21. He's also starred in Universal's horror film Ma, and he is definitely one to look out for in the film industry. Happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday to you. Now to the real celebrities, you at home, our super fans. This one goes out to Ingrid. I don't know how we got so lucky to have a mom like you. Whenever we need you, you have always been around, teaching us the importance of love and faith. Happy birthday to my mom. Hugs and kisses to you, sweet mommy.
And guess what? We've got Ingrid on the line this morning. Ingrid, good morning.
Good morning, Expresso.
Happy birthday!
Happy
birthday! Hey, happy birthday!
Thank you so much, and thank you to my daughter who has sent this message. I feel blessed and loving. Thank you,
that is so beautiful.
Thank you so much, guys. Wish me this big birthday for me. I really appreciate you. I wish you. Thank you.
We love you so much. Do you have anything planned for your birthday? We are in lockdown. Are you at home? Are you going to be working today?
I will be at home. I will be at home. I'm not working. I'll be open on Monday. I'm a teacher. I'm teaching at the primary school in Tembisa.
Oh, I'm sure when you do get back to work on Monday, there's going to be lots of cards from school kids. I remember every year any of my school teachers had a birthday, I was always showering them with gifts, and all of us were going all out to impress. But please tell me, Ingrid, are you going to be having some cake today? Tell me there's cake coming.
Yes, my son is going to buy it.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
He went to work. He'll bring it in the afternoon.
Oh, that is beautiful. Well, do enjoy your birthday. Enjoy the cake, and we wish you all of the best as you enter a brand new year in your life. May you achieve all of your heart's wildest desires, all right?
Yes, thank you so much, guys.
Happy birthday, Ingrid. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic day.
To raise me until this far. Thank you very much to make my day wishes.
Oh, beautiful.
I love that. Teachers have a special place in my heart. My mom was a teacher, and also, especially now during this time, teachers are just very special people, helping the students go through this pandemic, ensuring that they're still, ahead with the academics and the curriculum.
And we've got more birthdays as well. People going ahead with their birthdays. Lerato celebrates her birthday today, and it says here a message that came through. Happy birthday to a sister and mentor, Lerato. Thank you for always being there for us in our times of happiness wants and need, for treating and loving us as your own. May God bless you with many more years to come so that you change more lives and better our communities. We love you. This is from Clara Sithole.
Happy birthday to Sally. May you have an amazing birthday from your friend Elaine and Jerome Swartz and the entire family. Also, the next one says, happy 5th and 8th birthday to Zara Miller and Skylar Miller. Enjoy your birthday, my angels. Love from your grandma Carol, Auntie Veen, and Kaden. Happy birthday to you, cutie pies.
An overload of cuteness, and then it's Jesse's birthday. Oh, more cuteness. Happy birthday, says big birthday blessings to our son, Jesse Africa. We love you very much, and we wish you all the best for the future. Happy 9th birthday, son, from your dad, Philip, mom, Lee, sister, as well as your brother, Gilles. Have a fantastic day. You are so cute.
Too adorable.
Offense, happy birthday. Happy and blessed birthday to my amazing friend, advisor, and emotional counselor, Offense Murupisi, a.k.a. Noble Son. I could not have made it through my ups and downs without your good advice and your sweet-smelling perfumes. Ooh. God has blessed you with a priceless gift. Keep on pushing and hustling for your business. This is from Miss David's, a.k.a. Queen Hustler.
That's our Queen Hustler.
I'm sharing a perfume, Queen Hustler.
Happy birthday to a special and beautiful friend of mine, Mercia. God's blessings be upon you. Have an awesome day. Lots of love from your friends, Melinda Gordon and Patricia Bothman. Happy birthday to you. Last but not least, happy birthday, Ayanda. Have a wonderful and exciting day filled with joy and laughter. May the desire of your heart be granted to you. I love you and will always do, from your entire family. Happy birthday to you.
Listen to this. We love celebrating your birthdays. We really do. We're filled with joy. We get so excited as if it was our own birthday every single time we do this. But of course, if you want to wish any of your loved ones a happy birthday, please do send us a WhatsApp video, 071-640-6551. That's the number. Or you can email us birthdays@kadova.tv. We love you. Happy birthday.
He's a final year student completing his undergraduate degree in communications at the Daystar University in Nairobi, Kenya, and his aspirations of someday becoming an artist and journalist. And when he's not hard hitting the books, Alphonse Wadenya is tuning into the Expresso morning show as he is one of our most loyal viewers all the way from Kenya.
Oh, that's amazing. Now this morning, Alphonse joined us to tell us a bit more about living in lockdown in his country and why he loves, you know, the Feel Good Breakfast show so much. Welcome to the show, Alphonse. How are you?
I'm great. It's good to see you both.
Good to see you too. I mean, how have you just been surviving during lockdown?
I'm doing great. I look forward to exercising during the afternoon and catching up with friends. I would say it's a trying time, but I still have my faith and that keeps me going.
I know you're obviously hard at your studies at the moment, but just in general, what has lockdown been like in Kenya? How hectic have the rules been in your experience of lockdown? What has that experience been like?
One of the rules we have right now is the curfew, and so the curfew begins at 9, and I believe it ends at 4 a.m. So the curfew, it's good to have the curfew at that period of time because that gives us a much longer time to work and go about with our jobs. And beyond the curfew, I'd say the social distancing is still a rule that we have going on, and of course having masks on. Every time we go to social places, any places that might have other people as well.
Hmm.
Oh, it's so cool, dude. It's so nice to know that we're connecting with someone as far away as you are. I know it's now been not the longest time you've been with the show, but do you have a favorite moment, something that stood out for you?
In the show, I would say that time Ryle was having a workout with people in wheelchairs.
Oh, yeah.
So I really like that the show includes people that are disabled in some form or manner, and I really liked how they could have a workout as well.
I'm so glad you picked up on that. I absolutely loved that segment as well, and we really do try to be as inclusive as possible on this show. Maybe you've got some pertinent words to leave with young people at the moment. What would you like to say to young people in Kenya, South Africa, in fact, across the continent?
To young people around the world, I'll definitely say don't feel like you're less important. than anyone older than you or somebody of a different gender. I would definitely say that you have something to offer the world. You do have something to offer your community, beginning with your family, beginning with the place you live in, and also with your friends. You have a lot to offer, and no matter what it may be, no matter what skill you have, please use it. Please share whatever you have to offer with us, and you will make a difference.
Alphonse for president. Thank you so much, for taking the time to chat to us this morning. Alphonse Vodenia, all the way from Kenya.
Thank you so much for being such a loyal viewer, my friend.
Thank you.
And clearly a very busy man, in demand as well, which we absolutely love. But sending him all the best of luck for the remainder of his studies as well. So good to know that people are watching all the way from Kenya. Virtual high five, and hopefully we can connect with more of you guys. So if you are watching from another neck of the woods, please send us a message on social media. Let us know that you're watching and what you love about the show. We'd love to hear from you.
So I'm chatting to Umalume Musa here. He's owned a small clothing factory for years now, and he's always inspired me with his success. But like a lot of businesses, this lockdown's hit him hard. So he spoke to his banker, and they've put together a tailor-made relief solution for him to help his business and his people get through this. Making your bank your business partner, that's a habit worth keeping.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso. Why? What's going on now? How do I pause this thing?
No, don't worry.
Oh, you must just let it be.
Yeah,
okay,
just
cool.
let it be. So
anyways, so on the show, we are doing some exciting things. I have been instructed to sit here next to Grant to talk about gaming things, okay? I don't know about gaming. All I know is that we want to invite you guys to join in on the fun on the show. So pick up all your controllers, your keyboards, your phone, whatever it is that you use to play a game, and join us in a game of Fortnite. It's the world's biggest free-to-play game, and we want you to join in on the fun. Grant?
Yes.
I'm not sure what I'm doing.
I know, I can hear that. One of the things that, because it's such a big game, a lot of people are playing this. I know a lot of people play this during lunch break. A lot of people play this game. It's lockdown right now. And because it's free to play and you can play on nearly every platform, keyboard, like PC. Oh, I'm getting completely annihilated right now. You can get...
Are you here? Are you in here?
We might be, actually. We might be in the same game.
Are you seeing an orange car? Are you seeing an orange car?
No. You didn't have breakfast this morning, clearly. I'm going to be completely eliminated. I didn't realize that it was going to happen this early. So essentially what it is, it's a battle royale game, which means that there are 100 players on the game at the same time, and you team up in squads of 4. So what we're going to be doing with viewers is we're going to be teaming up in squads of 4, 3 viewers and a presenter, maybe a professional player, who knows? I know Graham and Kat are like super competitive, so they're going to get like really good at the game, I know.
I just died.
And then we're going to get an amount of eliminations throughout the show. on a Thursday, and the team with the most eliminations, you will be running a leaderboard. So this is a way for you to brag to your friends about how good you are on national TV while we play Fortnite. And the reason that we're choosing Fortnite is because so many people get to play it. It is free to play. It can be played it's called cross-platform. You can play it on either a mobile device or a PC, and you can play together. So we're going to try play it on a PC in the upcoming weeks, and then if you've got a phone or if you've got a console and you have access to the game, you can play with us.
You can play with us remotely as well from the comfort of their own home, right?
Yes, this is the beauty about video games during lockdown and social distancing, because you can connect with people, you can connect with us on air and off air on the show through the game, which is really exciting.
That's really exciting. So, oh, my character is a girl and she has purple hair. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, queen, run with your gun, girl. Go left. No? Okay, I actually have to direct her to go left.
The new thing is that there are vehicles in the game, so you can use a whole bunch of objectives. What happens in a map is the map is really big as soon as you land, like a kilometer like radius. And throughout the duration of the match, as opponents get eliminated and that number of 100 people whittles down to the last squads, the map shrinks, right? The storm comes through and shrinks, and then you've got to remain in that space.
Okay.
Which is the hard part. So you can use vehicles, you can use boats, cars, there's sharks in the environment, you got to watch out. You can use the pirate ships. There's a whole bunch of really exciting things that you can use, and it really is for anybody that wants to play games. It's not just for kids. If you guys want to play with and you are older, yes, you can play with us. I know that you play with your friends, so don't let that stop you.
Have fun with it, man. Join us, please. It's going to be super fun. Grant is a super cool guy. Trust me. If you want to know how to join, just simply respond to our Facebook post with your details. Let us know if you have what it takes to beat our Expresso team, okay? To beat me.
Now they're going to play with you.
Oh yeah. We're going to beat them
together.
Do
you have what it takes to help carry us?
That's exactly what he said. Just pull together a squad of 4 to play live on the show. It's honestly just really simple. Grant, thank you so much for introducing me to this game. I'm gonna try.
Okay, do you want me to come over there? Do you want me to help you?
Oh yeah, please.
Okay, cool. You know, you gotta choose them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's pretty clear by now that whoever is joining Team Kuhle is going to be dead last in that leaderboard. So, so let's get back to what we are all about in the kitchen. Of course, we know that we are in very, very difficult times indeed. And we want to encourage everyone out there to be the daily difference, or at least to try their very best to do that. Now, Mother Teresa once said this, that it's not about how much we give, but how much love we put into giving. And the Woolies Fill a Bag campaign really follows that ethos with their pledge to donate 1 million meals to people in need. With over 800,000 meals already donated, we have under 190,000 left before we reach that incredible goal. Now, did you know that for as little as 10 Rand a day, you can help to provide a person with 3 meals for a day? And if you'd like to be part of this movement, be part of the change, just scan the QR code that's on your screen right now using your SnapScan app, or you can use your very own banking app and donate whatever you can towards filling a bag. And remember to encourage all of your family and your friends and your neighbors and colleagues and all those people in the chat groups. Every little bit makes a huge difference, and we really appreciate how you have heeded the call thus far, South Africa. But now in the kitchen, Chef Clem is moving an old-time favorite family recipe up a notch, and we're talking about mac and cheese. But this is mac and cheese that goes above and beyond, not only in its fancy form that can be enjoyed by adults, but I think the little ones could actually enjoy it too. It brings in some lovely veggies, and we've been looking for ways in which we can boost our immune system by incorporating a lot more veggies into our diet, and this is a great way of doing it. So right now, you've got some onions going in that pan.
That's a veggie, and that's in there, cooking away. So what do with the onions? Try and cook them down nice and slow, so they really like wilt down and kind of shrink in the pan.
You haven't burnt them there, have you?
No.
Okay.
It's still, you can kind of smell it. Like, it smells really good. It releases that sweetness. So to that, we're going to add our garlic. And we don't add our garlic the same time as the onion because garlic burns very quickly.
I was about to say, because that's always the crucial mistake that I make, because I'm always just enthused by getting the garlic in, because once the kitchen smells like garlic, it's like, oh, now we're cooking. But you got to wait your turn, because garlic burns.
Butter going in there. I'm using butter and I'm using oil. And I'm going to use a little bit of the water left over from cooking my rigatoni. Remember how we said you never rinse your pasta because you want that starchy water?
Yes.
Today, that starchy water is going to actually be part of the recipe.
And thicken it a bit more.
It absolutely is. It's going to create an emulsion with the butter and with the oil
Creamy,
and the garlic.
thick. Wow,
so
beautiful.
Good. So I'm going to add a little bit of that to the mixture, the pan right now, just because I can see it's quite hot. That's going to start reducing.
Okay, good.
A little bit of anchovy going in.
Hey.
I love anchovies in food because you never eat it and go, oh, that's anchovy.
Yeah.
You always like a little bit of umami coming through, that bit of savoriness coming through. It's kind of like a very special hidden ingredient that just makes dishes taste so good.
And that'll take care of your salt seasoning, right?
Oh, absolutely. You're gonna actually need your help. We're gonna add some extra seasoning with a bit of parmesan. If you can just grate some for me.
Parmesan,
grana padano, pecorino. Pecorino is a little more sharper, a little saltier than the normal grana padano, but you can use it, play around with it, absolutely. So anchovies going in, and the cool thing about anchovies is they actually melt into the sauce really easily.
Oh, nice, man.
Then veggies going in there, and baby spinach is amazing because you can literally add bags and bags of spinach to dishes, and it'll just wilt down into almost nothing. But the nutrients are there, and that's what you want. That's the goodness.
How much of this parmesan are we doing?
A little more. You've been quite like sparing with it. Like parmesan, when it comes to parmesan, there's no limit.
Okay.
It's what you feel.
Okay.
It's what you feel. Okay. So then the spinach going in, that's going to start cooking down. I'm going to add my rigatoni now. And then I'm going at the same time, I'm going to add that remaining pasta water. And like I said, that's going to form part of the sauce. Mm-hmm. And then
it's smelling incredible in there. What?
Isn't that amazing about Italian food? They use like the fewest ingredients and then boom. It just smells so great. So that's going in. This is great if you're doing Cape Town Marathon. Carbo load. Oh, you doing Cape Town Marathon?
I haven't done a marathon in a while. I've got a little bit of a knee injury going on right now that I'm nursing. So I just need to get back on my run. It's just hit like a little young 5K at a good pace.
And you can do it like in your backyard. You can do it wherever you are.
Yes, of course, virtual. We're going virtual this year.
Snoop Dogg's doing the Cape Town Marathon.
Get out.
People don't know this, but Snoop Jog.
Yeah, you sold me down a little for that one.
You got that. But I love it. Yeah, absolutely Cape Town Marathon. This is the dish you need. Carbo load and get ready for it.
Yeah.
Okay. You added the ricotta to it, adding the cream to it. I'm going to ask you for a little bit of your parmesan now.
Is that okay?
That's good.
Have we done enough?
I'm actually using the pan that I can put in the oven because this is going to go to the oven and cook like a mac and cheese. So the parmesan's going to melt with the ricotta, melt with the cream. It's all going to become one beautiful sauce. Make sure you really coat your rigatoni in all that sauce.
Yes.
Then to finish it off, a little bit of breadcrumb, that crispiness in the top.
Okay.
Yeah, so easy.
That looks amazing, man.
This is honestly the simplest way to make a mac and cheese. You're not making a white sauce. You're not making a roux. This is it. This goes to the oven.
Yeah.
Comes out. Look how beautiful that is. Hit it with a little bit of extra parmesan when it comes out.
Yeah.
Then it's done. And honestly, I would serve this with a baby spinach salad on the side. So you got the spinach in it, spinach on the side of it, all the veggies hidden inside there.
Yeah.
So beautiful, so easy. Thank you for your.
Hey, you know what's also hidden inside? It's talent that's hidden inside the Woolies stores. Earlier on, we took a look at the hashtag Jerusalem challenge that the Woolworths in Gardens did. Yeah. But the team at Cavendish were like, hey, what? We are also within.
I want to see this.
Check this out.
Jerusalem, ikayalami. Ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana Jerusalema ikayalami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami
Yeah, within. Love the social distancing.
That's the daily
love
difference. That's the daily
beautiful,
difference.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful. Thank you very much to the team at Woolies, Cavendish and Gardens for inspiring us with that beautiful dance. May it continue to grow all across the world. I think the video is like something at like 60 million views right now. Let's get it to 100 million views.
Yes.
But hey, listen, this recipe, absolutely beautiful. Thank you very much to you, Chef Clem. Check it out on our website, expressoshow.com, and we'll see you in a bit.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to it. It is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, right here on SABC3. Just in time for a bit of entertainment news. Lots of stories.
Careful now. Careful. We're spilling tea, not spilling devices.
Not spilling everything else.
Goodness.
But of course, if you are looking to know what's happening in the world of entertainment, we do have the 411 for you, right?
Yes, we do.
Indeed, in our 8 o'clock news bulletin, we reported on a story that is understood best when told chronologically, right? So remember that old soapy Passions?
Yes. You're my passions for life.
Oh.
You're
With
my
a team
passions for life.
Okay, all right, okay, yeah. So there was an actor and actress on that show, Lindsay Corman and Justin Hartley, who fell in love, right? And they got married and had a child in 2004, but got divorced in 2012. Now, Justin then remarried fellow soap actress Chriselle Staus and landed a role in the acclaimed family drama This Is Us. We all know This Is Us. It was reported then in November that Justin had filed for divorce, and it seemed that the two couldn't agree on the official court documents as to when they actually separated. In the meantime, Chriselle, of course, has been starring as a real estate agent in the reality series Selling Sunset, and it seems that she's ready to share her side of the story by playing it out on the show in the 3rd season, which debuted this past Friday. Do you guys watch Selling Sunset?
No, not yet.
Absolutely brilliant series. You need to check it out. Now, viewers are stuck on her revelation that Justin notified her via text that he had filed for divorce, but the biggest shocking factor is that this happened 45 minutes before it hit news headlines like TMZ and all those kinds of things. Are you shocked?
I'm beyond shocked.
Imagine you're living your life, you're on set right now on
And then there's a
Expresso.
message, tween.
So Justin is yet to
divorce.
comment officially on this. But his ex-wife, Lindsay, and their 16-year-old daughter, Isabella, have come out on social media in his defense of his character, although he has been linked to dating another actress from the soapy universe as well. So obviously there's a lot that's kind of going on. And while we were watching this at home, I remember, we were kind of talking among ourselves between me and Monique, and also what the characters were saying, but could she really have been blindsided? Because that was the whole thing. An event took place, and Chriselle says that morning everything was fine when she left home. When she got back, if I remember correctly, they had an argument, but everything was fine. She thought everything was fine. And then the next day, that's when the entire thing happened. So there was no like, I am going to file for divorce. This is going to happen.
There was no conversation
Well, there was no intention, obviously, around
Text
it.
message came in, I filed for divorce.
And
45 minutes later, TMZ headline, boom.
Well, that has to be the worst thing, right? Because you're getting the message, and maybe the first thing you think is, okay, please can we talk about this? We can chat about about this. We can talk about this and work it out. And then just as you try and negotiate for that breaking news, this just in, they are getting a divorce.
Now you have to deal with the public eye and being humiliated. Like, well, I don't want to say it's humiliation because we really don't know what happened in the relationship. Because it's the question
that it is humiliation in the sense that, like, they are a couple in the public eye. And so, like you said, when the news broke and now people are looking at you for answers because he's not saying anything or vice versa, it is humiliating. You know, all of your friends, all of your family and everyone like who's, you know, a follower now wants to know and they're asking questions and you don't necessarily have the answers at
but
the
your
time.
response is, I also don't know. I also just found out with
we
you.
found out the
we
same
just
time.
read the article together.
But then this is the question that I want to ask. Are you totally against, you know, separating with someone via text? Breaking up, divorce.
Like, where would that ever be okay?
If it's a toxic relationship and you need to maintain your distance, 100% I am for that.
Okay.
I think people...
So meaning like you'd had, let's say, like an argument over the weekend and he went his way, you went yours, and now you decide, while on this weekend, I need to break up with you, so therefore text.
Via text, no.
So what are you saying?
We've been married for years. So you do owe me a face-to-face conversation about it. However, what I'm saying is, in an instance where the situation is now, you know, serious or dangerous, whatever the situation may be, it's important to maintain your distance and just end it via text.
Look, all relationships are different, and maybe they've set the tone for their relationship to flow in a text manner. Maybe that's just how they manage it and how they've communicated. But of course, weigh in on the conversation. Let us know your thoughts, if you have any thoughts around this.
Everyone's been talking about this.
Everybody has been talking about it. It sounds like it. Expresso Morning Show, SABC3, of course, is where you need to be catching us.
Right now, we're warming up some vocals with new music. I'm talking about Lee Cole, everybody. Keep it locked right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
You're still locked in. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and we're about to chat to someone very, very special indeed. Now, with local and vocal influences ranging from Queen and AC/DC to Michael Jackson, Lee Cole has steadily made his musical presence known as a chart-topping musician, and his breakout single, I Don't Wanna Wait, had us in our feels. But his latest song, Pink Dragons, is definitely quite the opposite. So let's have a look at this.
Floating and flooding the sky. It's what you do, it's just what happens. But lately I've been feeling you've been forgetting the reasons we got in this place. Cause baby, I don't care if we lose, I just want you to try. Cause if you're gonna love it, then say something, say something. Nothing to prove.
Okay, Mr. Lee Cole, coming through with the vocals. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Listen, it sounds amazing. Pink Dragons. It's really a positive and uplifting song about a relationship worth saving. How did this entire song come about? Is it maybe from a personal journey? Take us through it.
So it's quite a funny story, actually. I was at a friend's house, and I tend to do these cool little skits where I try and make a song on the spot with like any piece of lyric that I can get. And I said to my friend, I had sort of come up with a few chords, and I said to him, give me a word or two words that, you know, I could particularly spark a song. And he said, okay, Pink Dragons, you know. And I was like, okay, a bit of a weird combination, let's go with it. So I just ran with something, I just came up with something. And then he was like, hey man, that's actually pretty cool. And when I went home, I kind of constructed the chorus. And when I listened to everything as a whole, I was like, hey, this could be pretty cool, could actually work. And that's pretty much the nature of the song.
Oh, wow.
How it came to be.
I was about to
ask pretty strange
behind it, Lee. But to you now, when I look at the song, what exactly does Pink Dragons kind of represent and kind of mean for you in this title?
So for me, Pink Dragons is pretty much the other side of the coin, so I don't want to wait.
You wanna know, but I don't wanna wait. I don't wanna wait for you. I don't wanna lie to you. I'm done. And every single day, all the little things you do make me feel like I've been used. Cause the more I love, the more I get burned. The more I feel hurt, the more we both know we just can't work.
So if I Don't Want to Wait was, soppy, heartbreaker, emotional, Pink Dragons is the positive side of a relationship, and being with someone that makes you feel like you're on such a high that it feels like you're seeing Pink Dragons. So that's kind of like the narrative that I went with, and it's the other side of the coin.
Okay, coming through there for all the feels. Now, the video for the song contains very light and airy visuals with somewhat abstract messaging. Take us through the process of putting this video then together.
Well, because of the nature of the song and because of Pink Dragons and what it means, and it's very, pink is very pastel-y color. And because, like I explained earlier, about the whole, being with someone that makes you feel like you're on such a high, I wanted the video to sort of depict that. So in the video, we've got the hands going, we've got the balloons. It's almost surreal in a sense. And that's pretty much what I wanted to do. So the music video is kind of like you in your own little world with the person that you love.
I've got to say, Leah, I definitely can feel for that, especially when I saw those hands popping out of the field watching that video. It was something to behold and definitely abstract, to say the least. Now, listen, moving over to the current times we're in now, this period for artists and everybody especially, but for you artists, it's really challenging, really difficult. But how have you managed to adapt to the times and obviously just keep your head above water?
You know what, the crazy thing is the entertainment industry has been hit hard, and that's for sure. But the thing that we can always, the silver lining in all this is that we're going through all of it together. And I feel like with the entertainment industry, if you can't perform and you can't sort of gig and do all that stuff, the one thing you can do is write and work on releasing more content going forward into the future. And that's pretty much what I've been primarily focusing on, is just trying to write as much as I can, so that next year, when things hopefully return to normal, I can release more music.
I love that. And so often, the demands that come with being a musician come with very little extra time on your hands. Are there maybe any new skills or hobbies you've picked up over this period?
To be honest, no. I wish I could tell you about my saucy escapades, but nothing as of that. If anything, we've been trying to keep in shape, trying to do push-ups, because obviously gyms are closed, so just trying to keep in shape. But nothing too crazy. If I start knitting or anything saucy, I'll let you know.
Okay, maybe next time you should take us through a workout, because Riley and I have been training together, so maybe we can put you through your paces or vice versa.
100%, I'm keen. I'm always game for some good old fitness.
Okay.
Oh, Aliko, look, it's absolutely an honor and a pleasure to have some time with you to obviously see the latest that you've delivered for us, which, like we said, has been an absolute inspiration and so much entertainment. Abstract ticks all the boxes when it comes to the feels, like Jamie said, so we can't thank you enough for sharing that with us.
No, thank you very much. Thank you.
Oh, well, there you have it. Times may still be uncertain, but this pandemic hasn't stopped artists like Lee Cole from giving fans music to make the lockdown feel just that more bearable. Now, we've already downloaded the Pink Dragons and we have added it to our studio playlist. Ching, ching.
Join the Insider SA Tuesday evening at 7:30 as we explore traditions in a modern world. Stand a chance to win prizes from the incredible creatives featured in the show, like Fynbos-inspired perfume from Wild Olive, scatter cushions from Ardmore, and a scented egg candle from Avuva. Plus, get your special discount on Ardmore and Wild Olive collectibles. Follow us on social media and join the Insider SA community. Your guide to living better. Tuesday evening at 7:30. Repeat Saturday nights at 8, only on SABC3.
back. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show Express on SABC3. We are in game mode with Grant Hines. We are exploring Fortnite Season 2, Chapter 3.
I think we should call the segment Game Mode.
Game Mode, yes. That's exactly where we're at. Listen, we're calling out all the gamers out there, especially all of you who are fans of Fortnite, to come and join us in a weekly tournament. Grant, how exactly is it going to work? Right now, I'm being teleported into a new round of a custom game. But how are we going to do this? It's a Battle Royale vibe.
So somebody was asking a little bit earlier if they need to be in Cape Town and if they need to be able to come to the studios. No, that's the wonder of video games, is that you can be at home and play with us from home. So get hold of the social media, the Expresso social media accounts. That should be like on your screen. And what you will be doing there is just asking them and requesting to join up as a squad. You'll be joining one of us in studio on Thursdays as a member of that squad to come compete. And we're going to be doing elimination races. Elimination races is a very easy concept. What you need to do is get as many eliminations over the duration of the show as possible, and we're going to have a leaderboard. And if you and your friends think you have what it takes to come carry one of us, or maybe even a professional player that can come join us.
What does that mean, carry me?
Carry means that we're terrible and they're really good. That's what it means. You know, do you remember, you know that meme that's going around with the casket? Getting carries. You know, that's what happens in Fortnite. So if you are playing this game, if you've got the game at home, get hold of the Expresso social media accounts, and then you can add our account, and then who knows, you might be playing in the next upcoming weeks with us on TV.
I know who's
to show the rest of the country how good you are at Fortnite.
How do I know who's on my team and who's not?
Oh, this is a bad start, Kat.
Wait, I don't know.
The people that are firing at you are not your friends. That's a very easy thing to know.
Clearly, it's a lot of fun. Listen, guys, get onto our Expresso Facebook page. Comment on there to let us know that you're going to be joining in, and we'll take you through the steps of how to do it. I think I'm getting fired at.
I can't find a weapon. There's a huge shark over here.
I've got a static axe on me.
There's a huge shark over here.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, all right. Listen, I'm going to be learning how to play Fortnite over the next week, and by the next time you see me on this platform, I am going to be a master Fortniter.
I believe that.
Is this my friend? Are you my friend? Are you my friend? Swing! Swing! Oh, I just swing! Swing! Swing!
I've got a weapon, Kat! I've got a weapon!
Is that you?
What?
No, that's not you.
I'm getting fired! What's going on?
What is even going on right now? I feel like this
I'm watching the game screen here. I can see a sight on someone. It's crazy, man. Absolutely love it. I promise you, by the time next week comes, you won't need to carry us that much. But we'd love for you guys to get involved. In fact, we've been inspired by gaming today. This shows you exactly how much fun it is. It's been a really fun morning looking at tech, obviously getting into Fortnite, really inspired. So we thought that we would continue to inspire you with some gaming philosophy.
Absolutely. And this words of wisdom for this day is going to be, what does it say?
It says failure doesn't mean game over. It means try again with experience.
I feel like you shouldn't say that for the husbands and the boyfriends watching now, because failure doesn't mean game over. It means try again with experience.
Oh, I absolutely love that. Failure doesn't mean game over. It means try again with experience. So maybe that is the advice for all of us Expresso noobs on Fortnite. But again, we stress, please get onto our social media platforms. If you dig Fortnite, if you're a player, if you're a professional player, come play with us. We're going to be building up our skills over the next week.
Lots of gaming, yes, but earlier on we also did catch up with local artist Lee Cole on his latest title, Pink Dragons, which is based off a relationship worth saving. I think it's a sunny ode to this relationship worth saving. Of course, it's been doing the rounds on all radio charts. It's quite romantic. Check out the video.
When I'm with you, all that I see is pink dragons. Floating and flying the sky. It's what you do, it's just what happens. But lately I've been feeling you've been forgetting the reasons we got in this place. Cause baby, I don't care if we lose. I just want you to try. Cause if you're gonna love it, then say something to me. We got nothing to prove. I don't want you to hide. Cause if you're gonna love me, then say something. When you're with me, feels like I'm floating in heaven. Drunk on the stars in your eyes. It's what it is, counting my blessings. But lately I've been feeling you've been and forgetting the reasons we got in this place. 'Cause baby, I don't care if we lose, I just want you to try. 'Cause if you're gonna love it, then say something, say something to me. We got nothing to prove, I don't want you to hide. 'Cause if you're gonna love me, then say something to me. Tell me you're feeling the fire, tell me you're holding on strong, tell me you wanna believe in love with me. Don't tell me no more. See the light in your face keeps me moving along. I'm just hoping you'll stay. 'Cause baby, I don't care if we lose, I just want you to try. 'Cause if you're gonna love me, then say something. Say something. 'Cause baby, I don't care if we lose, I just want you to try. 'Cause if you're gonna love me, then say something.
Pink Dragons hitting all the fields this morning. Love that. He's such an amazing human being.
Awesome stuff. So that's a perfect prelude for tomorrow's show. We get to do it all over again. Brad Binder is going to be joining us on the show, our new MotoGP champion. Cannot wait for that. But we love you. We'll see you then. Adios.
Expresso Show, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.